Hello and welcome to another episode of Gaming Garnish. I'm your host today, I'm Brad. I'm joined by the usual crew. We've got Jake.
Hello.
We've got Joe.
Hello.
I've even got Ben.
Hello.
I want to start us off with a question. Now,
I like a question.
I like a good question.
We just did a load of questions.
We did, but this is my question, goddammit.
Okay.
The other day, I went to see Breaking Benjamin. Very good band.
Okay.
Never seen them before, but listened to them for a long, long time. I'm still reeling from it now, to be honest. I'm just a tired man in my 30s. Anyway, the reason I bring that up is because they did a song for Halo 2.
Blow Me Away. Yes.
And it might be the single greatest song written for a video game.
All written by Breaking Benjamin.
No, Diary of Jane. But anyway, what do you guys think is the best song written for a video game?
Proof of a Hero by Takeuchi, but for Monster Hunter. The best video game soundtrack.
Okay, is that specifically written like a song, not just from a soundtrack?
Oh no, it's just written for Monster Hunter. Yeah,
I'm
it's not by a
song,
band.
like how "Blow Me Away" is a song. Kind of like how "Hero" by Chad Kroeger for Spider-Man.
Okay,
that sort of vibe.
I haven't got one for a game, but I got one for a film, and that's "Wake Up" for the end of The Matrix by Rage Against the Machine.
I didn't think that was written for.
Was that written for
The Matrix though? That's not.
No, but it fits really well in The Matrix.
It does.
True. Okay.
I'll tell you one. Never Fade Away. Samurai.
The Samurai band doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's written for the game.
It does. It is a real band, but they're not Samurai.
Yeah,
can't remember their actual
called
name.
like Re something.
Yeah, but still, it was a song written for.
There was like 5 or 6 written for the game.
There was, but
that
that's
is the best one. Ben?
It's not written for it, but Lean Back and Need for Speed Underground 2, as soon as that title came on, tremendous.
Yeah, because I think like what's it called? Paradise City. Yeah, obviously the song came out long before Burnout Paradise.
Yeah.
But it was almost made for that. Like I think the game was made for the song. But
what about Get Low by Lil Jon for Need for Speed Underground 1?
Yeah.
I was like the opening track for the game was that.
Need for Speed had a great soundtrack.
Oh yeah, it did. Avenged Sevenfold, that was my introduction through them.
Yeah.
Were they on there?
Blinded in Chains was in Need for Speed.
It's really weird to me that, like, especially like Need for Speed games and the FIFA games and stuff like that, they always have like a soundtrack with a lot of like hip hop and R&B and sort of like popular tracks, and then every now and then just like a metal song
or an indie song.
And indies,
especially like FIFA and like Formula One and stuff like that.
Yeah. But it's just interesting. There's always a mix. I can just imagine like the Chavs playing FIFA.
Chiefs in there.
I mean, to go off the back of the question as well, I mean, we've kind of alluded to it here as well, but there's some songs that are synonymous with games. Yeah. So you could say Mad World for Gears of War as well.
Oh, yeah, that first trailer.
Yeah. Like, it's the only song I think of for Gears of War now.
Yeah. It's the only thing I think of when I think of the song as well.
Yeah, definitely. And that obviously came out years and years before.
I've got one now. It's Escape from the City by Crush 40.
Okay, what's that from?
For Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Okay, of course.
Or Sonic Adventure 2.
Right.
What about Sonic Heroes?
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic Heroes is good.
Sonic Heroes.
But not quite as good.
No. Anyway, shall we get to some games?
Yeah.
Yes. I want to know what you've been playing. I'm going to start with Ben.
Ooh.
I'm hitting the Palworld 1.0.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, how is it?
Actually, really, really good. They've added a load more pals. They've added a load more land. It's a really good game.
I've seen a lot of the pals have received design changes as well to make them less like Pokemon.
Yeah, there's some things I haven't recognised, but were in it.
Yeah. Did you carry on your save or did you start again?
No, I started again.
Okay. Would you say that's the best?
I think so, because it doesn't change anything. You don't lose your base or anything. There's nothing like that. It's just more. I find it too hard to pick up a game of what was I doing.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So
especially games like that where you're looting. You're like, what was I building last?
Yeah.
So many changes must have been made.
I forget from yesterday. So,
did they change the onboarding experience like they did with Destiny when they updated that game? Like the whole beginning of the game changed.
Well, a bit like crap, what is it? Like the Honey I Shrunk the Kids game.
Oh, Grounded.
A bit like Grounded. It feels more of a complete story now. It doesn't exactly. if you see what I mean, like there's more to the story when you're playing it. It's giving you more guidance on go do this. Whereas when I played it, which was a long time ago, admittedly, it was just kind of just go have fun.
Here's your sandbox.
You just kind of dropped in the sandbox, weren't you, before?
I think that's often the case with these sort of early access survival games.
That was one of the reasons I waited. I got to a certain point and thought, well, I'll wait for the game now, and I did, and I'm enjoying it. I'm probably mid-game already.
Wow. Is that mid-game from where you were before, or mid-game to the actual end of the game?
I'm probably just a bit behind where I was before, but because I knew how to do it, I've obviously just smashed through it.
Yeah, of course.
Right place, right time, kind of stuff. That's about it, I think. Anything
that you think is like drastically improved from last time you played it?
Like even on performance level?
Yeah, well, it's hard for me to judge because I played it on a Series X before, and now I play it on two different PCs.
Oh, wow.
One being lesser than the other.
Why'd you play it on two?
Because sometimes I want to sit on my couch and sometimes I want to sit in my office.
Can you play it on your Steam Deck?
Yes.
Oh,
it runs on a potato. It's ace.
Oh, cool!
Really,
it really runs. I was as well. I think they're saying something like an i3 is the most. It's like really, really simple to run.
Must have really
survival games.
However, I did notice quite a bit of stuttering downstairs. I have it stored on a HDD, which you should do for games anyway. But little games I get away with a lot. Just longer loading time, and it did stutter a bit on that, so I moved it to an SSD, and it doesn't seem to have any problems.
Palworld for one ran like arse, I believe, when it first came out on console, but survival games often don't run that great. They're not known for being great on performance.
Yeah, because they don't prioritize what's rendered in the world. They just render everything all at once.
Yeah.
Because they don't know where you're going to go.
I've noticed some little things like in the distance, the characters, for those listening, I'm holding my fingers up and they glitch along.
Okay.
It's like they move at reduced frame rates and stuff. Animations,
But that's in the far distance.
Often they do that.
It just saves a lot of hard work on that.
I can't remember what game it was, but they did it with flags. I just remember it being really noticeable. If you're up close to a flag, it blew nicely. If you're up to a certain distance, just
it might be one of the older Assassin's Creeds.
I want to say it was Assassin's Creed. Yeah. So that's funny.
Yeah. Well, they do it in Pokemon too.
Yeah.
Enough.
Ow, I bang the knee on the table every single time we record, every time. And the other thing I've been playing is I'm still hitting Fumes, and I'm making super good cars now.
Oh, nice.
Because I realized towards the end of the stream when I was playing it that you could merge weapons. So I thought you were just getting reams and reams of weapons, but you can merge them and it counts as upgrades. I just don't know. I just don't know where to go.
Three machine guns will make a good machine gun, then three good machine guns make a super machine gun, and then
it's even better than that because you just keep merging the same gun on top of itself.
Oh,
so
nice.
You have your good gun that you're doing, and you just keep adding other guns, a bit like the Fallout system. We'll just keep doing this, bashing them together.
But it only takes up one slot on your.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
That's cool.
So that's opened the game up quite a bit more actually, because I was making lots of variants to the same vehicle and things like that on it, but co-op has just come out, but nobody wants to play with me. Joe, get a PC.
If I could, I would. But not in this economy.
It's all right. The kind of games you want to play run on nothing. You'll do fine.
Will they run on a Mac Mini?
Actually, it probably would run on that.
Okay. I'll get install Linux on it. I'll play that.
Other than that, it's about me.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Well, Joe.
I've been playing Star Fox on Switch 2.
Nice
one.
I always forget you've got a Switch 2.
I don't talk about it often.
No, how are you finding Star Fox?
It's buttery smooth. Yeah, it's a Nintendo game. They are not super intense graphically, but this is one of the smoothest looking games I've played. I
believe this one does look pretty nice.
Yeah, all the fur textures on the characters, and Slippy does look slippy. They are slimy looking for a frog.
Nice. Hey, it's a frog. And it's
Did you play, or have you played one of the earlier incarnations of?
I have Star Fox 64 3DS version on my 2DS.
Okay, and you have.
And then I never played the N64 version of Star Fox. I played Lilac Wars on the SNES,
which was like the original.
Yeah, when it's all made of triangles and Andros is like silver with red eyes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So how would you say this compares to the versions you've played previously?
So definitely a massive improvement compared to the first one, because I don't even think that included like a campaign mode. I think that was just like set levels that you went through and you didn't get to make choices, and then you just fought Andros at the end.
Yeah,
but
there are choices on this, isn't there? Like you can go different routes.
I've only finished one run so far, but they're not. They don't take long. You can do one in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, this is what I didn't realize about the game. Like, you finish it in like an hour and a half, but then you replay it and you go different routes and you finish.
Yeah, there's like different medals per each level, and after you've done a certain amount of medals, you unlock expert mode, which there's more enemies. They respond to different like firing types, because you can either just fire lasers normally, which is like a triple burst. You can press it once to do a single fire, or you can hold it and you get like a charged up like orb which homes in on stuff, which it explodes on impact, and it can take about 3 or 4 other enemies with it. But in the expert mode, I haven't unlocked it yet, but I assume enemies either take more damage or they only respond to that type of firing, because I think that's what it was like on the 3DS one. But every mission you got to get the medals, you have to get a certain amount of hits, which is like combo hits. It's not just enemies you've destroyed. You got to destroy one enemy, and then you get plus hits for all the other stuff that explodes around it. Yeah. Bombs are really good for that. You can get like 40 hits on screen at once with a really well placed bomb.
Nice.
And then there's like damage. If you take a certain amount of damage, you locked out of a medal. And there's also ones for like team damage. You actually have to respond to your teammates like cries for help, or they end up with less health. And the first run I did, one of the pilots actually died in a mission. So I think that directed the story to another planet.
I think it does, and you have less people in the final battle or something like that.
If more of them die, but I recovered Slippy on that mission.
I want to say,
Did Slippy die?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Slippy went down.
I think I'd read that. Who's the one who's like the man behind the, does all like the, I don't know.
He's like the oldest member. That's Peppy Hair.
Yeah, and he sits on the computer, doesn't he, and gets all the information.
Yeah.
So if he dies, your final boss doesn't have a health bar.
Oh, really?
He's not got the information.
Oh, that's cool.
I see. That's pretty cool.
That's quite cool.
I didn't realize any of them could die.
Yeah.
Well, they don't die. They go down. They get stranded on another planet, and then you go down and rescue him. But I think that with him dying, getting shot down, that forced my hand about what planet to choose next. Like I had to go and rescue him. I couldn't pick another planet or that planet. I had to go and like get him, because it was 2 levels before the end, so I think they wanted everyone for the last mission. But if it happens on an earlier one, I don't know what happens.
Well,
yeah. So it's something to find out and do some research about.
Have you played any of the multiplayer?
There is a co-op mode. I've not done it online, but what you can do it where. Do you remember the Star Fox Zero for Wii U?
Vaguely.
They brought out.
Yeah.
Well, one person could control the ship, and the other person could aim. You can do that with the Joy-Cons. So, but the Joy-Cons work in mouse mode as well. So that makes aiming a lot easier. Because when you're playing by yourself, your aim is dictated by the direction of the ship. But with one person aiming in mouse mode, that's not the case. You can aim where you're not looking. So
that's cool.
That is very helpful. Yeah.
I was waiting to hear the little tricks they do, because the thing sounds cool, mouse, but you do have the moment of, well, how much am I going to use it? When they add the little things like that,
you can also do it in single player, but it just moves your ship around as well. It doesn't aim separate from your ship.
Yeah,
but in 2-player, it's completely separate.
But you've not played the actual PvP.
No, I've not played PvP.
Because I think that's like PvPvE. Right?
I think it's like I think it'll put you in all range mode. They call it. That's where you can fly in every direction. Yeah. But I think it's a points based thing. So taking out the enemies or the other players just means it's easier for you to get points.
Yes,
by shooting down other planes. You don't get like kill death ratios in Star Fox.
You should, goddammit.
You should, yeah.
Do you think it's like how much value do you think is in the package? Because it's not a full price
game. It's like 2/3 of the price.
Yeah, it's like 50 something pounds. But obviously,
it's 45.
Is it 45?
Yeah,
but it's an older game, and because of that, it's a shorter game with like.
Well, it's one of them where it's as long as the hours you want to put into it. There's no end game really, unless you've got every single medal and you've done all the modes or whatever, like expert mode and standard mode.
So you feel like
it's definitely worth the money I paid for it. Yeah.
Good.
It's not like when I got to the end of the first run, I wasn't like, oh, is that it? Because I know what Star Fox is like. It's the replay game.
See,
you got to go. Yeah, you got to go with that expectation, because I feel like if somebody didn't know anything,
they'd add some sort of elements like carrying progress through your runs and stuff. Because at the end of the story, spoiler mode, they say, "Oh, I don't really think Andros is dead. I'm suspicious," and then it cuts to like the ship he was driving, and he just starts laughing. And it's like, oh, so that means that the next run. Is it set after that one, or is it the same run, like set in different? Are you replaying the same run, or does it continue different runs after one another? You can't really tell.
Like if you did it 5 times, would he actually die?
Yeah, there are secret end game bosses that I've heard where Andros takes different forms, or there's another boss instead, or like he's harder in a certain way, or you face other bosses on separate planets, and it like kind of mixes it all up. I think expert mode might have something to do with that as well. Like you'll face harder bosses earlier. And like the earlier bosses will be augmented later on.
And what happens if you died? You have to just start the level again? Or?
You have lives.
Yeah. Right. So if you lost them all,
system. If you lost them all, I think it just says game over and you start from the beginning.
So it's a roguelike.
Well, no, because you don't carry any progress over. You could call any game with lives a roguelike, really.
So it's a roguelike, but with no meta progression. I thought you hated those, Joe.
I hate it where you have to build a base.
I'm just baiting, yeah.
But I was kind of hoping they would incorporate some of that in the new game, but they don't.
It does sound good, though. I mean, how are you also finding the graphics?
They're very
characters.
Good. Like I'm not disturbed by it at all.
Yeah.
I was hoping that they'd use like the models from either the new film or Smash Brothers, because they're all really like iconic.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the new ones just because. They remind me of those puppets that they had in the old Nintendo Directs.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Where the mouths don't move like puppets, but they look like taxidermy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Horrific.
There was a theory that in the original Star Fox, because all the promotional material was done with puppets, this is the Nintendo 64 one. Yeah. It was done with puppets. And the little character icons, when they talked, they flapped their mouths like this. They move like puppets.
Yeah,
it's theorized that the whole thing was meant to be a massive like space puppet show opera.
That's cool.
Well, I wish they'd kind of carried that on, but they've made it like photorealistic, so there's no flapping mouth animation anymore.
Cool. Well,
but the commander does move his mouth like a dog because he's a Labrador, and like his little jowly bits move. It's funny.
Nice. Well, just quickly, for anyone who's watching the podcast, I've got some sort of flying insect, so you might see me swatting.
He's not just saying
something. Yeah, I'm not just like trying to push a Joe on.
Yeah, simple brain issues.
And it's dead small. It just keeps flying in front of me. Anyway.
Yeah, we can't see it.
No. So I'm not going insane. I promise. Jake, what have you been playing?
Oh, just before Jake chips in, sorry, we forgot to talk about Resident Evil, Brad.
We did, but you've already talked about 2 games.
We'll do it next episode. I just thought I'd mention it because we've completely forgotten.
Yeah,
and you've been waiting patiently.
3 months ago. Ben's finally finished it.
I finished it at the beginning of this month. Thank you very much. Sorry, Jake, carry on.
All right. Well, with all this time, I will talk about one of the big games I've been playing. Yes. I alluded to it last time. I'm nowhere near finishing it. It's Divinity Original Sin 2.
Oh, so I've meaning to play this since you finished Baldur's Gate, haven't you?
Yes. So it was the game Larian made before they made Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's their own universe in the Divinity universe. Obviously, they're making a new one now that they announced. When was it? Was it last year? Game Awards?
Yeah. It was Game Awards.
Yeah.
Game Awards last year.
Because everyone thought it was going to be God of War.
Yeah.
The teaser thing. Yeah.
Yes. So that kind of spurred me on to go, you know what? I really loved Baldur's Gate 3. I should probably give this a go and see what their original franchise is all about. And
the original Sin, is it?
The original Sin 2. And I believe the original
Mistakes
Sin
have been made.
I believe Original Sin is like a spin-off from Divinity as well. So
yes.
But anyway, it's very, very good.
Good.
As would to be expected. You can kind of see like the how Baldur's Gate 3 has been made from it.
What is the... If you were to say to someone who's played Baldur's Gate 3, why would you tell them to play this? Like, what differentiates it?
Well, it's the same sort of game. It's the same genre. Yeah. It is turn-based RPG, top-down, fantasy.
Is it D&D or not?
No, it's their own.
No, it's their own thing. So it's got its own rules to it. So it plays similar. It's plays similar enough that I would say that if anyone's played Baldur's Gate 3, that they would still really enjoy this. They just have to get used to the combat and how it works, which is something I had to do too. And I did struggle at first because one of the main parts of it is everybody has armor. So they have armor and health, but the armor is split into two. Okay. There is physical and magical. And then the attacks that you all do are all split into two too. So there'll be physical attacks, magical attacks. So if you hit somebody with your bow and arrow, let's say, because I'm always the bow and arrow guy.
Of course. Sneak Archer Skyrim, yeah.
Of course. So if I hit somebody with my bow, I will take physical armor off them when I hit them. And if I chip all that physical armor away, I can start dealing health damage. I don't have to then also take away the magic damage.
I was worrying you have to do both to be able to get to the health.
So you kind of want to look at... You want to look at what if they've got more magical armor, you'll want to attack their physical.
Like, usually mages, let's say, if you're fighting some kind of mage, they will have a lot less physical armor than magical armor.
Of course. Yeah.
So the physical guys will go after the mages and the magical guys will go after the other guys.
Yeah.
Now that takes weirdly a lot more strategy in my head to work out. I was definitely struggling at first because it doesn't really help you that much with builds because you can do loads of stuff with it. Because it's not, you still level up like you would in D&D or Baldur's Gate 3, but you're almost
class based still.
So it starts you off and you pick a class and a race, but you can quickly deviate from the classes and you can like multi-class basically as much as you want.
Oh, wow.
Let's say there's like a list of, it's not really, you pick the class and it kind of just lures you towards what that would be by putting points into certain things. Like you put points into like ranged, points into warfare, which will give you like attacking abilities, like bashing your shield or throwing your shield or like doing a big strike with your sword. Or there's like pyromancer, and that'll start giving you fire abilities.
Brad's interested now.
And like
fire,
stuff,
you say?
And like there's loads of magic ones, there's loads of physical ones, and by unlocking those, you can then go and find spell books or skill books in the world to teach yourself parts of those skills. So let's say you just put like 1 point into pyromancer, now you can learn the level 1 spells for pyromancer or skills from pyromancer, but you could also still have loads of range stuff because you put stuff into ranger, let's say.
Oh, so it's kind of like the classes you can start Elden Ring with. That doesn't lock you down into 100%, any sort of path.
Actually, that's a very good analogy. It doesn't lock you into any sort of path, and you can even. So I've got to a point now where I'm right at the end of Act 1.
Still. You've been telling me you're at the end of Act 1 for about a month.
Well, I kept thinking I was and I wasn't. So I just kept going. I wanted to, before I started playing the Backlog game, which obviously we'll get to later, I wanted to get to the end of Act 1 before I started it. Just so I made some progress. I think I'm at 36 hours now.
Wow.
I'm not at the end of Act 1.
Nice.
But it's, like, honestly, it's so good. I don't know if it's on par with Baldur's Gate 3, but it's got everything that's got, basically. It's just the systems all work a bit differently. Whether they work as well, I prefer that D&D style. But this has definitely got its own like intricacies to it. It just doesn't.
A lot of the names of things a bit like out there. Like you said, the physical stuff was called warfare.
That's one of the physical routes. So like,
right, okay.
Like, I don't think it's called ranger. I think it's called marksman. Is like the ranger one. Let's say warfare.
It's like legally distinct D&D.
Yeah, warfare is like the fighter one. Yeah. But then there's loads of magic ones. There's like geomancer, pyromancer, and then there's like summoner.
Necromancer.
Like Necromancer's one. And sometimes to learn the skill, you have to have like 1 point in both. So there's a water one. I think it's called like Hydromancer. There's a Hydromancer and Necromancer. If you have a skill point in both of those and find the spell book to learn the ability, you can learn Blood Rain.
Oh. Cool.
So like you just summon like Blood Rain and like wet.
And it starts playing Slayer.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's more so than Baldur's Gate. It's very interactive with the environment. So if you want to stun enemies, you'll, let's say, wet the floor. So I have a Hydromancer in the group, or someone with high level Hydromancer who can start it basically make it rain at the start of combat. And then when their turn comes back around, I've also got her in Aeromancer, which does like lightning and air stuff. And if I do a lightning attack on a ground that's wet and they've got no magical armor left, it'll stun them and skip their turn. And you can do loads of that sort of thing. So like the Geomancer can make oil appear and stuff like that. And you'll
set it on fire.
So then America arrives.
So I swear the ground is on fire constantly in this game. You are running through fire all the time, or acid. It's just like the floor is lava constantly. So that's a lot to keep up with as well. Usually that's why I have the water spells just to put out the fire. But I can like teleport across the map with my ranger now as well. It's really good.
What's the party size limit? Is it like 4?
It's the same as Baldur's Gate, 4. Yeah.
And how are you finding playing this by yourself? Because obviously you played Baldur's Gate.
That's a very good point, actually. Yeah, I did. So I played Baldur's Gate pretty much all the way through on co-op. I think I did a little bit by myself when we got to the end, part of the last mission. But this, I'm enjoying it because I can get in to make the whole party.
Yeah.
But it is taking me longer in that aspect, I suppose, as well. Because I'm having to think more about all 4 members.
Is this on
just myself and one other?
Just on your Steam Deck, or is it on your Xbox or your PlayStation?
I bought it on the PlayStation, and I bought it around Christmas time.
Wow!
I didn't start it then, though. Granted, but it was like £8.50 or something at Christmas time, and it's like what there's 4 acts. So if this is anything to go by, it's at least over 100-hour game, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I imagine some might be shorter.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah. I suppose with you not playing it with your wife, you'll be able to get more sessions in because you don't have to both be available.
The scheduling issues in any D&D type game.
And we have been playing a co-op game. I'll say it's Split Fiction. We've been playing in the background, and it's hard enough to get time to play that.
Yeah.
So we haven't finished that. I bought that at Christmas as well.
That just reminded me I need to buy Orbitals.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'll talk about that soon as well. But yeah, Divinity Original Sin 2, it's a highly recommend so far. I think I'll probably let's hope I finish it by the end of the year.
Yeah,
put
Christmas,
it in there.
I don't know if you will.
Will you finish it before the next Divinity Original Sin comes out?
Yeah, that's true. All the backlog games are catching up with me.
Yeah.
And there's many games coming out. So we'll see how well I do. I think I just need a week off work.
Yes.
Just to play this game.
Work at a school, you get 5 of them in a row.
Nice, but that's me. Great game.
Well, speaking of games we bought on sale, it was the Steam summer sale recently.
Yes. Is it not still?
I don't think it is.
Oh.
I think it was only a couple of
short
July. Yeah, mid-July ended, I think.
I don't know if anyone else delved in and bought any games.
You bought a game for me, which I'll talk about.
I bought a game for Jake when he plays it. It's a very good game. You have?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've got to tell me about it.
Okay.
Anyway, another time.
Is it Last of Us Part 2?
No.
It is a game that I've raved about on this podcast, though. Okay. Anyway, games I bought a few games on the Steam summer sale. Games that I've wanted to play for ages, just never did. They were so deep on my backlog that I'd forgotten about them.
Yeah.
But I saw them. They were so cheap. I bought it. And the first one that I played and finished now on my ROG, Bulletstorm.
Oh my God, that is an old one. Yeah.
Has anyone played Bulletstorm?
I played the demo. I quite enjoyed it.
So did I. Played the demo.
Yeah, I remember playing the demo.
Yeah.
It's 360, isn't it?
Yeah, 360 end of the 360 era. I think.
Now they did kind of remaster it. The version I got, it's called like the full clip edition or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong.
In 2011.
But when it came out, didn't they like bundle in like the Gears of War free beta with it or something to like try and sell copies?
There was something epic. Gears of War related with it.
Yeah.
So it's made by People Can Fly, who have done. They did like the Painkiller games back in the day. They did Outriders, which Jake and Joe loved.
That was a great game.
But more importantly, they did Gears of War Judgment.
Where you're Baird and Cole.
Yes, which is where the sort of Gears of War connection comes from.
The Cole train.
Yeah. But they made this, and it's definitely a game from the 2000s.
Is it of its era? Yeah. Is this the one where you get like ammo back from like kicking people about?
It's the game you're thinking of. You don't get ammo back from that. No.
Oh, right. Okay.
So basically, it's a first-person shooter. It's set on this like alien planet, and the whole idea is to kind of just have fun. Like early on in the game, you get this whip. Now this whip can like pull enemies towards you.
Yes, that's right. I remember.
You've also got a kick, which you kick and it sends people flying. You can do like a slide kick as well. But whenever you do any of these moves, they get like suspended in midair in slow motion.
Okay,
so you like kick someone and they just like get suspended in midair, flying in slow motion, and you like try and kick them into like spikes or into each other, and whilst you're playing around, you
get it's like a style points thing at the top, isn't it? Yeah.
So then again, pretty early on, you get this like, I don't know what they call it, but basically it creates this sort of like style thing. They do have an in-lore explanation for it, but every time you get a kill, you get points. Now these points are used to buy ammo at certain like refill stations, but also like upgrade your weapons like charge abilities, which are like alt fires essentially, and do all stuff like that. But it makes it so much fun because there is so many different ways to kill people. Like it can just be as simple as like kicking them off the cliff and then it'll come up like vertigo, 50 points. Or you kick them into some spikes and I can't remember what it calls it, like pinhead or something like that. But you can also like shoot them in the knob. Yeah. And then they'll like wince and fall over while they're like rolling around. You can shoot them in the ass and they'll like run away holding their ass.
Where the sun don't shine.
Yeah. There's like boss enemies where you have to take their armor off and they've got a big like, they've got a piece of armor on their ass, and when you kill them, it says "fire in the hole." You know what I mean? It's just really creative, stupid sort of ways, but it makes it really fun because you're always trying to get over these style points and just like play around with the sort of sandbox, and it gives you this proper like power fantasy that games don't really do that much anymore. Where you're not taking any of it seriously. Your guy is making dick jokes left, right, and center. You walk into a room and he goes, "Smells like dick." Like, what does that smell?
How do you know that?
And he was like clinging on to something. I'm like, this is holding on by, what is it? Holding on by an ass hair in here. Well, I'm going to kill your dick. Like, just why?
Are collaborating with like Duke Nukem?
Sounds like it.
Well, actually, in the menu there is a Duke Nukem thing, but it wouldn't let me click it, so it might be DLC. But there is a Duke Nukem thing. But I very much treated it as like it's tongue in cheek. It's intentionally dumb.
Yeah.
It's the same humor that was in Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, but more R-rated.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
It very much is just like the main villain is just like, a piece of crap, and he just says like the worst, most derogatory things that you wouldn't say these days because they're not politically correct to say.
He's only bad because he says worse things than the protagonist.
But he is also just a terrible person. He is a terrible person, but it's fun. It is just it's quite short. It's like, it's maybe not short. It's like 12 hours. It's a decent.
That's pretty long for a shooter campaign.
Yeah, but all the weapons feel really good. Some really interesting weapons. There's this typical like assault rifle, revolver, and stuff. The shotgun feels great. It's got this alternate fire that like shoots this wave of like energy that just melts people's skin off.
Oh, nice.
Necessary.
Because even that's like really just like cool. There's a weapon that fires 2 like balls connected with a chain, and it'll like wrap around things and people. Nice. So it's fun to like. Yes, bowlers. Yeah. So it's fun to like shoot it and it'll wrap around someone's head, and then you might kick them and then they'll fly in the air with this thing wrapped around their head, and they'll blow up when they hit someone else. It's
cool.
It's creative things like that. Now, not only do you have these like skill things that pop up, but there's like lists. Every weapon has a list of like skill kills to get.
Oh, sick!
Have to get it, but it gives you more points.
Yeah,
you sort of spending most of the game trying to get those.
Yeah,
almost the Tony Hawks of the shooter.
Very much
do all your tricks.
Yeah. Now, I do think they could have gone further with it. Maybe not when it came out, but if they were to do a sequel, which, by the way, this game sets up a sequel, that is never happening.
Yeah.
But if they ever did, it's things like you can't jump, but it'd be cool if you could. The run is A. Why do you hold A to run?
Gears of War.
I don't know. True, that is probably why.
Is it third person or first?
Probably the same engine.
First person.
But it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
It should be like the stick. So it'd be better if you could run on the stick, jump. If you could do sort of like maybe wall runs would be really cool.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but in Halo 3, when you got the power-ups, run was X on Xbox. Because it was use your power-up.
Was it RB?
That was in Reach, I think.
Was it?
Yeah. I don't think you could run in 3. I don't think you get power-up.
Was it not a run thing you could grab in the campaign?
No,
I don't think so. But I think you're right about X was the power up, so you turn invisible.
See, I changed it to RB then because it was always RB for me. Yeah. But I've wrote here as well, one of the weapons, the sniper, great sniper, because when you fire it, you control the bullet.
Oh, that's cool.
It gets a bit, after a while, like every bullet you control him maybe gets a bit too much, but it's good fun to like chase him around, and the guys will start running away from your bullets and you chasing around. Its alternate fire turns it into like a missile. Like when it hits into them, you can then control their body.
Wow.
And send it into other people and blow them up. Like really creative.
I'm liking the sound of this actually.
Yeah, it's just
how was there never a second game of this?
I don't know. People can fly. I haven't had the best luck with that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think it sold particularly well. But it was like £3, so it's worth picking up. There's a Godzilla level.
Amazing.
Yeah. You go into this like level where I think it's in like a museum or something like that. So as you get there, there's like a mini village, not a mini village, like a miniature city.
Yeah,
you're sort of fighting people on this miniature city, like your Godzilla.
That's
right. So that feels quite cool. And then later on, there's like this Mecha Godzilla thing, and you get like this weapon where you can control it. It's just all I can say is it's not like one of these games where the story's great or anything, but it was a good time. It was a blast for the £3 or whatever I spent on it. Definitely glad I did. 12 hours of just pure fun.
Joy.
And it is very dated. If you ever do pick it up, bear that in mind. Bear in mind there'll be a lot of jokes that just don't land and you cringe, but it's just
that's a part of
it. You can kind of just get over it because it's just a product of its time.
It's like going back and watching the old South Park episodes.
Yeah, it's like anything from then. It just doesn't have the edge, the negative edge that something like Duke Nukem has, where it's like they kind of feel like this is quite cool to be like this. I got the impression, maybe it's just because I'm removed from the time period that it came out, but I got the impression like it was intentionally
Let's aspire to be explosive misogynist.
Hopefully it was that and not just
nothing more.
This is cool.
Boom. Fun game, stupid game, good time.
Nice.
Give it a go.
It sounds way better than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
I've just had a look online. You can buy it in CEX for pretty cheap physically on PS4 and Xbox One.
Nice.
Oh, on Xbox One.
Yeah.
We share our Steam libraries, Jake, so you can play it on Steam Deck. The only issue with it, I don't know why, but if ever I put the game into hibernate mode, it would have no sound when I turn it back on. So I had to close it every time. Bit of a frustration, not the end of the world. Yeah.
Cool. Maybe he was just groggy when you woke him up.
Every time. So that's what we've been playing. Shall we move on, Jake?
But it's the news.
No, we don't have that much news.
We don't.
None of it is positive news, I don't think. But there's not that much.
I'll start with a caveat of the gaming industry at the minute is
a dumpster fire.
Yeah, it's a bit on fire. as we said last time. So we're not going to like linger on a lot of these newses as long as we normally would.
Newses.
Because it's just depressing.
No one enjoys it.
Yeah, well, let's just talk about the games instead. So we'll start off with the most depressing. In Xbox's big reset, there's been, is it 1,600 layoffs?
1,600 layoffs, 1,600 to come.
Yeah.
That is what it says.
Yeah.
But they have announced 1,600 are coming.
Yeah, so
they've not who.
Yeah, they must already have an idea of who, I imagine.
Must do. Yeah.
I've heard some speculation that could it be for the games that are yet to come out this year?
Yeah, why would you not announce? Why would you announce there's going to be 1,600 more layoffs and not announce who, unless these people were still making their game?
Yeah, you got to wait till it's released, then you get laid off.
Yeah, which apparently has also happened.
Good or bad
with Black Flag resynced.
Yes.
A bunch of people got laid off when it
so bad.
released.
Nice. I think was it for like 51 people got laid off like as soon as it was released, and it did gangbusters.
Yeah, it did. I don't know who've been laid off. I don't know whether they were contractors or what. But
I think there was another article where the people that were laid off came out and spoke about it, but I didn't read too deeply into that.
Yeah, I've not looked into it.
Yeah,
you don't want to read it.
Yeah. So these layoffs at Xbox have kind of come from all over. It's been essentially
one of the biggest.
Pretty grim.
Apparently, they've come out and said they're back to the same staff as Doom 2016. Yeah. So it's not like, I think they came out with a statement saying it isn't so bad they're back to that level. But I still argue that, like, you know, you're losing a lot of knowledge there.
But their statement read very similarly to ZeniMax.
Right, yeah.
ZeniMax to do the Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
They lost a lot of staff, and they had a very, very similar statement, which kind of then makes you think, is it just a PR?
Is that what they've been told?
Yeah.
And is it all contractors, like extra hires they got for like just capacity?
Sometimes, I think.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
because Xbox like will have been wanting games pushed out faster, so they might have put loads of people on these contracts for that games. It's like, well,
very true.
The problem isn't how fast they're coming out; it's the quality of the game. So maybe take it back to basics, and we'll get rid of all these.
Maybe, but I get the impression
leave the base staff as they were.
I get the impression they want games to continue coming out. In fact, I think they want the games to come out faster than they are.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But they want them to come out faster and cheaper.
Yeah. So we also, I think, slightly talked about it last time, but we didn't know for certain. But a lot of the studios have been sold off.
Well, we now know we now know what's happening to what studios out of the ones that were in the firing line, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
So Ninja Theory and Double Fine have gone independent.
I don't think Ninja Theory have gone independent. They've been bought by somebody. Okay. They haven't said who.
Oh, Compulsion Games. That's it. Sorry, Compulsion Games and Double Fine are going independent.
But not with each other. They're independent from each other as well. Yeah.
Ninja Theory and Undead Labs have been sold, but we don't know who to. It might be the same person. It might have been sold to the same company. It might have been sold to different companies, but we don't know who. And Arcane Leon is currently in the process of Xbox and the French government are in talks because there's certain protections for studios there. So something is happening to Arcane Leon.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what.
Because for is it French game studios are like tax funded almost? They're like part of their arts programs.
There is something to do with that. Yeah.
So
whether that
hopefully
means Blade's still getting made.
The thing is, I don't know if there's a way. If they go independent, how do they maintain that license?
Yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah.
If they get sold off, maybe the person who's buying them can sort of like get that. But I don't know. But
Blade should not be cursed. Why is Blade cursed?
Well, just bring it out, put a different face on the character and call it Vlad.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you want to talk about any of these in particular? Do you want to take it in sort of that order? The independent ones, the sell-offs, and Arcane?
I mean, what else is there to
just
say?
jog the memory of who's behind them. What they're behind, sorry.
Yeah. So Compulsion Games most recently did South of Midnight. And before that, they did We Happy Few.
That was really good.
Yeah,
really
I never played it. It looked really cool, but it was like a survival game, which couldn't really get behind. And then there was another game I can't for the life of me think what it was called.
Ninja
so
Theory.
they've gone independent. So they're sorting themselves out. Double Fine. They do their biggest game is probably Psychonauts.
Definitely. And they just did Keeper as well.
And Brutal Legend.
Just released, they did Brutal Legend as well. They've just released Kiln.
And Kiln.
EP, pottery game.
And Keeper
last year. They're very much known as like an art house.
Yeah.
Small sort of like indie games, but usually critically acclaimed.
Yeah, everything they do is really cool.
Yeah, and different and unique. They don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Don't make a lot of money, but they don't need to. They didn't need to because they were for Game Pass. So yeah, both of those two studios have gone independent. That is probably the worst case for these studios, I think, in this current market. It's so hard to get funding for games these days, and games do cost that much.
I definitely get you there. But it looks like for Toys for Bob that went independent when the merger
very good.
First happened, it looks like it's been good. But I get what you mean.
And same
modern
with
days,
IO. IO went independent and retained all their IP, and it's been very good for them. So hopefully it's very good for them. They have retained their IPs, I believe. It's hard.
Yeah, it's just not great overall. And then,
I think what you'll end up finding is Double Fine not making these weird games anymore. They'll make Psychonauts 3.
Yeah,
because that will sell and that will get them money. Compulsion Games, I don't know what they'll make. But it'll probably be more like commercially safe.
Mm.
Then you've got Ninja Theory, most notably Hellblade games. Yeah.
And they are working.
They're working on the third one,
yeah.
So Senua coming out next year, apparently.
We know what they're making. Someone's clearly bought them for that.
Yeah, they've done other stuff as well, but that's what they're making right now. And Undead Labs, I don't think they've made anything other than State of Decay.
Yeah,
and obviously State of Decay 3 is coming out soon.
Yeah, close to finishing State of Decay 3.
Yeah. So who's bought them, we don't know. I think that's quite a good outcome for them because it gives them a bit of security.
Yeah.
I do think at least the people who've gone independent, I think Xbox have given them a bit of runaway money.
Yeah. Yeah, they have.
Get the next project up and running. And then Arcane Leon. Now, obviously, Arcane, it was Leon and there was another one, but Arcane as a whole have made quite a lot of games.
Dishonored.
Most recently Redfall, but that was the other Arcane team that was already
done.
Closed.
Shut down.
Arcane Leon, best known for Dishonored and Deathloop.
Yeah.
More recently. And they're working on the Blade game. So hopefully there's some good news for them. No one wants to see his studio shuttered, especially not one with such good pedigree. So
definitely.
And if it turns out that France end up owning the Blade IP, that'd be a bit strange.
Only for games, but
yeah.
I don't know what. I mean, I don't know if you want to theorize who's bought the others or if anyone's going to buy Arcane Leon. But
generally don't know. No. I haven't got a clue.
It's just that much of a mess. You can't even.
Yeah.
It's a big entangled web.
I feel like, especially if it comes with the Blade IP, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony was eyeing that up because at the moment Sony's kind of the home of Marvel, and when Xbox announced Blade, it was like, oh, they're not the home of Marvel because Xbox has Blade. So if they can buy that up,
wasn't that going to be like a competitor to Wolverine almost?
It's never going to be a competitor, but it's the fact because it's a different, very different type of game, but more just the idea that anyone can make a Marvel game.
Yeah, it's not just one universe.
If it's on Sony, then it starts to look more and more like only Sony can make Marvel games.
Yeah, I get you.
So,
anyway, stop dwelling.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. It does segue well into that thing that Jason Schreier said, because these are all like Game Pass studios, aren't they?
Yes.
Or they've been involved in
Xbox
Game Pass.
Very much tailored their business around the big AAA game studios that make the big known IPs, and then what's sort of being called like Game Pass studios, where they make games for smaller budgets usually. They're not there to make money necessarily, but they're there to bring people onto Game Pass. And I think
get into the Xbox ecosystem, and then
Yeah. Like no one's buying an Xbox for keeper, but you might get Game Pass to play it because it looks interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what has Jason Schreier said? Do we have to quote?
he said on a podcast that he does, there are a lot of people out there in studio leadership within Xbox who absolutely detest Game Pass. And that is bad coming from the inside of Xbox. Which is their whole shtick.
Yeah.
So you could be an Xbox and you can play any of the games from Game Pass on anything that you have.
Yeah.
Did he elaborate why people detest it?
He says he thinks it's taken away from the value of all games in general, and it's been a detriment to the games industry and those people's view because of how it devalues games. Yep. He also thinks that they will eventually move on from Day One Game Pass for their own games, especially since they seem to be doubling down on making games exclusive again.
Okay. Yeah. I think I understand the logic. I'm not necessarily saying I agree or disagree with it, but I think it adds to this idea that Game Pass games are disposable.
Yeah,
and that you might pick them up for a few hours.
A lot of people are saying people get a game, but they don't really have to be invested in it because they haven't invested in it.
Yeah,
because it's free, even though it's a subscription fee.
You play it for 2 hours and you just bounce off it. I remember there was a game. It was called Spy Hunter on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, yeah. That silver car on the cover. I can see it now. Starring
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah.
I remember buying it like on a whim in town once. My mum and dad said, you can buy a game. It's £10 or whatever, but buy a game, any game. So I picked that up. I thought, this looks cool. And dead excited. I got home and I remember playing it for an hour. And did you ever get that sick feeling as a kid when you bought something?
I've wasted money.
It was a waste. Yeah. It's like, this is bad.
But you see, those kinds of games are the ones that you did pick up on the 3 for £20, though.
Well, I remember specifically with this game, persevering because I paid for it and eventually actually coming to really like it. Now, it's probably a critically awful game. But
you got Stockholm Syndrome.
I remember really enjoying it in the end and getting past that first few hours because I paid for it. But now, if that was on Game Pass...
Yeah, if it doesn't hook you just move on to the next one.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But it also works the other way. Games you would never have tried.
Yeah.
True.
And that's the other side. Yeah.
I'm definitely on the fence about it. I think it's a good thing, but I also think it's a bad thing.
I feel more of the former happens than the latter, though. There's only been a few times
because you can try so many. Because there's hundreds.
Yeah.
I think if I was to just throw my 2 cents into the ring, I think the Day One games thing, as much as it's been, great for us, I don't really think they thought about it in the long run in terms of this. But on the other side, when they came into this generation, they needed to do something because
they didn't have anything.
They definitely did, yeah.
Like they were losing essentially.
Like what came out when the Xbox One came out? It was like Rise, Fall of Rome, Son of Rome, yeah. And then what else? Was there a Forza game?
They needed the edge.
Even a Halo for a while.
Yeah.
No,
I think they needed the edge, and I think it's kept them going.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think what they should do is never put the exclusive games on Game Pass, but offer a discount for Game Pass members.
Well, as much as I don't really like PlayStation's, I think they skimp a bit on their service when it comes to their own games. I think the idea of like their games come a year after.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
Well, then do you get the point of people just never buy it and they wait a year?
Yeah, they just wait a year.
Yeah, but we've got so much of backlog. You can play the other games. The games that came out.
Yeah, but
I wait
Xbox
a long time
you to buy those games.
something on sale anyway. I'll wait for something to go on sale anyway, most of the time. Unless I'm really excited for something.
And
then some people on PC will wait years for
I know you guys aren't going to wait to buy Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly.
Buy it, like the week it comes out.
I'm going to buy Wolverine on day one. So,
and
I think that's what it kind of comes down to. And I don't even think the heads of Sony, Xbox, they really realize that. They probably do because they have all the data, surely. That most people only buy 1 or 2 games on release.
They've got all the gear and no idea.
Yeah. Not everybody else wants to buy it on sale. I
wonder what the best quote unquote type of experience for Game Pass is. Like at the moment, I'd say they do offer a wide variety. You've got your AAA, £200-300 million budget games, and then you've got your really small indie games that go on there, and everything in between. If you're going to pick something up, or a potential consumer is going to pick something up for an hour and put it down, they stand to lose a lot more when there's more invested in the game. If the game's cost 200 million and people are putting it down straight away. But if it was only smaller indie games, are people going to be on the pass?
Yeah.
I think they should do it like this. Like the first year, like first party games are like full price. They don't go on Games Pass. The second year, or like when sales start to peter off, put it at like 2/3 of the price that it would have been on Games Pass subscription. And then the year after that, put it on Games Pass.
So a big discount. Yeah,
well, not even a big discount. Like make it 30% discount or 40%. No, because
as a consumer myself, if a game's been out for 6 months, about 6 months, I'm not paying full price.
Yeah,
well, that's what 100%. I mean. As sales start to like peter off, as they will be in that time.
Yeah, there's games now I want to play, like Stellar Blade or Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, those are 2 games I really want to play. And every time there's a PlayStation sale, they're not on offer, or they are by like 10%. I'm not buying. I'm not paying almost full price of what it was 2 years ago.
With this system, it might be like, well, we want more people to buy this game, so they'll reduce it, but only for like their Games Pass customers.
I think it's a game by game basis too. I mean, for example, I'm not like Keeper. If we're keeping with the Xbox thing, Keeper, for example, I think is a good Xbox Day One Game Pass game. But is Gears of War and Forza?
No, and Sony do some games Day One.
Yeah, exactly.
Not very many, but it's usually small games like a Keeper would be.
Yeah,
it's an odd line, isn't it, to walk down? Because I had the similar moment with you having my rants about putting Call of Duty on. I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
I think they've made the right move there now, but the initial move they made to put it on Day One was a bad one.
I don't want to pay for some kid's Fortnite money, or I don't care for it. There's a happy mid-range is where I think Game Pass should be.
Yeah.
Your big expensive day oneers should be bought.
Yeah.
At least for the first year.
Which is what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's a similar principle to Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, no, because Netflix
do their own studios now because they're bigger. But when they started out, they were older, of course, they were older things, and it was cheaper and it was worth having then.
Now it's become worthless.
Well, it started as like a DVD rental service. So you could only get things that had come out on DVD.
The more expensive it's become, the worse or the less it seems to be worth, and the more competitors there are.
Yeah, I get you.
But I just don't know the answer. One thing I would like to see, and this might be controversial, but I would like to see maybe less frequent, maybe not less frequent big games, but when there's like 3 or 4 big games I want to play coming out 1 month in Game Pass, I'm picking one and I'm forgetting about
never go into the other ones.
Yeah. This is like the downside of them shutting all these, come out. They're shutting all these studios, and you're like, so you're only going to bank on the big games then? There's going to be no
and the third party deals.
Games.
Feels like you're trying to shoot yourself in the foot when you say it, but I totally know where you're coming from. Yeah. There's too many big games for me to play. I can't keep up.
When they all come out on the same month, then I'm forgetting. And then by the time I would maybe have time to play the second one out of that list, there's a new wave of Game Pass games coming out with games I want to play on it. So I'm forgetting about it. And there's so many games left there on the cutting room floor that if they doled them out slower, I would probably get around to them and I'd still feel like
one every 2 months, but consistently.
Yeah. Even one a month would probably.
We were saying that we're on the fence as well. Ben brought it up. Like, if I think about Xbox again, South of Midnight, would it have sold well if it wasn't on Game Pass?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
And do they class Game Pass downloads as sales?
Yeah.
They do they?
They count as engagement. They don't count as sales.
Okay. Because I've not seen a disc for South of Midnight.
They look at peak player, don't they?
Yeah.
They look at peak player.
The sales figures aren't great because it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
This is the thing. So
it's a hard one. It's definitely a hard one. I don't know what they'll do in the future. Clearly, we'll hear something about it in this reset, I imagine. But speaking of the reset, before we completely put this Xbox pick to bed, they have come out and mentioned all of new Fallouts that are getting made.
They did, yes, in a massive blog post, which I think is them trying to put the fire out.
Yeah.
Is 76 doing well?
I think it is.
They still...
Apparently so. I don't, but apparently so.
I'm a big Fallout fan.
Fallout 3 and New Vegas are apparently getting these remakes
remasters.
or remasters.
I thought Fallout 3 already had a remaster.
No,
like a proper, I'm assuming like Oblivion style.
Oh right, okay.
When Fallout 3 was released, consoles couldn't really handle it at some point. So there was a I think there was a polish or a Game of the Year, something like that came. But nothing.
Yeah.
I wonder whether they'll group them because it's all on the same engine. Whether they'll sell them as two separate.
I personally will miss the triangles in the sky.
Yes.
And
I missed the instant walk past car death glitch.
Oh, it's one of the best.
Yeah.
And then Obsidian have been dragged off what they were making, which was apparently Avowed 2. And they've been, I don't know
forced to make New Vegas again.
I don't know if it's forced or asked, or I don't know, to make a new Fallout game.
Yeah.
Which everyone's calling New Vegas 2. It could be something else. It could be new.
I didn't like.
Yeah.
You're in the minority there, Ben.
I don't care. It's the one I didn't like. It was Fallout without soul. I don't care what anybody says.
And then apparently Bethesda are making a mainline one too. But it will come out after Elder Scrolls.
And they'll be on Creation Engine 3.
You'll still get those triangles in the sky.
Mild.
Fallout 3 in New Vegas was like you had green Fallout and then you had brown Fallout. Which type of radiation do you want?
So clearly in this big reset, like I think we said it a bit last time, they are doubling down on the big stuff that they want to make.
And I think that's doubly true because I don't know if this was announced or whether, I don't think it was announced. I think it was like behind the scenes, the leaks, but its next games they were working on weren't Doom.
Yeah.
One of them was a John Wick style gun fu type game.
I would have loved
could have
that.
been really cool.
Yeah, it wasn't John Wick specifically, but style.
Yeah.
And there was another game I can't remember, but there was a few things they were working on that were quite different from Doom, but they seem like they've probably been cancelled. Not definitely, but they don't have the capacity to be making all these games. They're probably just going to make a new Doom.
Yes.
Or a Quake, maybe.
I've heard Wolfenstein's still being made as well, but I don't know if it's the same studio. That's Machine Games.
Yeah. So they probably will do that. But they'll probably do Indiana Jones as well because that sold well, I think. So
And even the DLC sold well.
Yeah.
The Golden Circle.
Anyway.
We
move on to the next bit. That was longer than I thought.
It was.
We're definitely not dwelling.
Yeah. Well, I'll quickly mention then, keep up the fight, guys. The ongoing PlayStation Backlash for no physical discs is still going strong.
Yeah.
Every single thing we post online at the minute is just bombarded. Like there was a new Wolverine trailer, and you go in the comments, and it's just like,
so can't wait to go and buy the disc for this.
Yeah, can't wait to buy this physically.
Wasn't it in the trailer? He was holding a photo.
Yeah, he's holding a photograph.
He's holding the last piece of physical media in the universe.
I mean, the trailer did look cool.
It did.
They, they're just going to get bombarded for a while. I think internally, it's been leaked that they don't care. Basically, they think the brand is strong enough to.
I think that is true, but also they're getting backlash off a lot of the studios. I do, 100%. But apparently, from what I've seen, a lot of the studios that they're promoting through these posts are getting a bit annoyed that they've done this as well.
They don't want to be linked to the dumpster fire.
Yeah,
I get that.
I'm not complicit in this. I have to be here.
It is sad, but at the end of the day, people have to go on with what the world choices. If that's the way they're going with the company, then you either don't have Sony PlayStation or you go along,
or you wait till the PS5 emulator comes out.
That is what's going to happen.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm fairly confident they're not walking it back. I think they will. They won't change anything, but they might expedite some of the plans for like a disc to digital type of thing, or improving. Yeah,
I think they'll do something. They've got to do
I don't think it'll be.
What if they walk it back and they bring out a new proprietary system like the UMDs for the PSP? Like, there's a disc that can't be a disc shape. It's a PS cartridge.
Yes,
it only holds half of a game.
The thing is, if they do, if they walk it back, then people need to show up.
Yeah.
And buy it. And will they?
Oh yeah, that's the question always.
I guarantee if they bring it back, they'll announce that physical discs are more expensive than digital.
Which is how it should always have been, but it has never been.
It should, I know.
The physical discs have always been either the same price or cheaper.
What they'll do...
It won't be in a good way, though. It won't be in a good way.
They'll increase the price of the discs rather than reduce the price of the discs.
100%.
Because you take out all this
Nintendo. Yeah. That's what Nintendo did, isn't it?
Is it?
Recently.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Digital games are cheap.
Cost more,
by like $10.
Anyway, is that all the news?
So,
games.
One last thing. Game is going into administration. Or it has been going into administration.
I thought it had already gone.
It's not the first time this has happened, I don't think.
Yeah.
So the last bit of news we heard was that the final game store had closed because they all moved into like
Sports Directs
and stuff. The final game only store closed like not that long ago, and then now they're going into administration or something like that. Words to that effect. So no more game. Now I think it's interesting because the GameStop CEO,
Sony's fault.
The GameStop CEO has been questioned about how he feels Sony's decision is going to affect business. He says it doesn't bother him in the slightest because physical game sales only make up 18% of their bottom line. They make a lot more money in like merch. So it's interesting that game isn't similar to that.
Interesting that GameStop are saying this because they were bailed out by Redditors like buying stocks.
Yeah, the GameStop CEO kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
But did try it, didn't they? Because they filled it with 90% teddies
and they've always got those like game areas.
Board
floor,
game
like
section and stuff like that.
Yeah,
there's all
they
sorts.
just rent space out.
Because
they can't fill it with games.
Yeah,
I didn't see any Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Just saying.
No.
Yeah,
it is a shame.
Actually, I did go into a game recently and they had Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I knew it was coming.
It's a shame it's come to this because I have a lot of fond memories in Game and Game Station and Granger Games and everything.
I got my PSP from Granger Games.
But I find myself looking pointlessly now. Just now. Because I look in there and I go, well,
there's no point.
I'll go on eBay.
I think I said it in our group chat or Discord, but I do feel like they've sort of brought it on themselves with all that, where they just have, it's just merch. And the fact that, to me, games always been the most expensive place to buy your games.
Ticket price most of the time.
And
they should be selling them on those stupid deals they used to, where it was like 2 for $10.
They are the shop that's called Game, and they are the most expensive place to buy them.
They should be called Game-ish.
So I stopped buying from them because every time, if I'd pre-ordered a game or I went in to buy a game, it would always be like more than full price.
Singular game.
Yes.
That's
find it.
You only ever buy one game, you can't afford another.
And that was your month's mortgage. Crap.
I would be sad to see it go though, because I do like to just go and have a look.
They always did have the best kiosks for trying games though, like where they had like an Xbox setup or a PS3 setup or a
I remember doing the midnight launch of Skyrim.
To
be fair, one of the things I liked doing was having a feel of the Elite controllers. Obviously, you can't do that if you're buying it online, and you want to have a go on. This is good. I will do it. Not here.
Shall we move on anyway to
let's go to games coming up?
One last thing. Apologies. You know they're making this God of War TV show?
Yes, that's a good point.
What's the main actor called?
Ryan Hurst.
Ryan Hurst has been injured on the set and
he's torn a bicep.
They're going to have to recast him.
So they'd filmed 4 episodes and a bit of other stuff. And he's torn a bicep. It's going to take like a year to heal a torn bicep. So they have to recast and refilm. I've seen a lot of people.
That's a bit sad for him.
Yeah. Seen a lot of people say like, "Oh, that's a bit mean on him." Blah 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 blah. But I think what people have to understand is that there's a child actor on set.
Yeah.
Who, if you wait a year, that child actor
too old.
he's been aged. He won't be a child. So then you're going to have to recast him.
Well, to be fair, he looked too young anyway. So
he did. Yeah, just wait.
True.
Was he a favoured person for the role?
Ryan Hurst. He was, and people were excited when it was announced. However, when they showed the test shot, in the woods, people.
He looked AI.
Yeah, his beard was awful. It was wrong, but people quickly were turned off by it. So I've seen people speculate maybe they're kind of happy that this has happened, so that they can recast him.
Yeah, I think Get
someone who looks at least a bit Greek.
Yeah.
Why didn't you segue into that with speaking of people who lost their job?
Oh
no! Could have done that
playoffs. I thought you had an announcement there, Ben. No. Shall we move on to games?
He's been laid off.
Then?
Let's do it.
Games coming up. Right. Stalker 2: Cost of Hope.
Yeah, this is the new DLC. Is this a second DLC?
It's a massive non-linear expansion, so I thought it was worth mentioning. I don't really understand much about Stalker games. I haven't really played them.
No, I've not.
I think it is the second.
I didn't realize Stalker wasn't a linear game. I thought it was like free roam sandbox sort of thing. I didn't realize.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So.
No. PS5, PC, XS. PS5, PC, XS, 21st of August.
Cool. I think you'll probably enjoy them, to be honest, Ben. I think they'll be all good.
Yeah. Again, sometimes it's just because I've not had the time. It's not that I've never liked the look, you know.
Yeah.
Back to busy life.
Me too.
Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Set 15 years before the original.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I thought it was 15 years before the last one.
I could have got that wrong. That could be
but
true.
It's a prequel to one or both of the other ones.
Yeah. Looks more action based.
Yeah,
apparently it was more
stealthy
based. Stealthy. That's the word.
Yeah, the first thing it was stealthy. You meet a character. I can't remember what she's called now, but that's the character. In the second one, you meet this character. That's who you play as in this one. It's more like it looks more like an almost.
She's a pirate lady.
Yeah, like a pirate, sort of swashbuckling, finding treasure. Looks cool. Melee combat. There's been some previews which have talked pretty positively on it. So
cool.
It's maybe a day one game.
It makes sense if this is like where the rats came from, because they came over on boats.
Well, true.
PS5, PC, XS, 27th.
Yes.
Dusk Fade. I never look for that anymore. You know, maybe I should start. I don't want to give myself more jobs. Dusk Fade, 3D action platformer, very Ratchet and Clanky, jumpy glidey. That was my words.
Jumpy, okay.
Jumpy glidey. Very nice. Sounds good.
It looks
like my cup of tea. Actually,
it does look all right. Yeah. PS5, PC, XS, 13th.
Oh, yeah, that's quite nice.
Sinking City 2. 1920s Sinking City horror survival game.
Yeah,
is this like Eldritch horror?
Alan Wake-esque, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very Eldritch, sort of Cthulhu.
Yeah. Apparently, the first one was more puzzler. This one's more survival horror.
Okay.
Hopefully, they keep some of the puzzle.
Yeah,
I think the first one was always like a survival horror, but it leveraged a lot of those puzzle mecanics.
Is this the one where if you witness stuff, you start going mad and seeing things?
No, that's a separate adventure one. I think that came out last month.
Third person.
No, I'm not thinking of The Mound.
Oh.
No, there was like another Cthulhu game that came out ages ago where you did have an insanity meter.
Maybe. It rings a bit of a bell. I can't remember whether it was this.
Yeah, okay.
But
I'm terrible with names. I will never get it.
I think the first one was quite a cult classic. So
yeah.
Okay.
Quality time to take a drink as always. PS5, XS, PC, 18th.
Cool.
Star Wars Zero Company.
Woo!
Star Wars XCOM. That's what I wrote.
Yes.
Star Wars XCOM.
ZCOM.
It is.
PS5, PC. Do you know what the story's set for this? As it's
in the Clone Wars.
It's in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Jake's PS5, PC when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. month after month.
Yeah. I've got to finish the Divinity Original Sin 2 first.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
PS5, PC, XS, 27th.
Nice.
Mortal Shell 2.
Oh, I'm excited for this. It looks really good.
It's cool. I've played it. It's good.
All I've written. Are you ready for the detail?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like they've improved the first one.
Yes.
Apparently, that was the biggest thing that was jumping
This
out.
is the one with the shotgun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few
Everybody
episodes
talks
ago,
about it.
Yeah, a few episodes I talk about it because I played the beta, and I think the general consensus is it's way better than the first one.
Nice to hear.
Yeah,
definitely.
Nice to hear. Big improvements.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to apologise because I will not say this correctly.
Oh, wait. When's it coming out? Mortal Shell 2.
Oh, sorry. PS5, PC, XS, 20th.
Nice.
20th.
It's when I'm nervous. Pax Autocratica?
Autocratica?
I think you've got it.
Pretty impressive, to be honest.
Huh?
I think you got it.
Now you have to explain what it is.
Yeah, this is way worse. It's a colony sim roguelike FPS.
Wow.
That's
a lot of things.
Game modes.
you base buildy, you manage your citizens, and then you go in first person and shoot everybody else's.
Sick.
Nice.
Okay.
What characters
I like in your notes
like Samus?
You put build mange citizen.
No, well, it was a quick time.
They've all got the mange. Foaming at the mouth.
Okay, cool.
PC 10th. I think it looks kind of cool.
Like Samus with a big boulder shoulders.
It does tick all boxes for me, and it's added first person shooter where I don't normally go for it, but it might be cool.
It will be a shotgun. So
then I'm in. Marvel Token.
Yes.
Fighting game.
Fighting Souls. Tag Team Fighter. That's all I've written.
Yeah, it's a 4v4. It's the one. The Marvel 4v4 fighter.
Yeah, and you'll burn through the roster in no time.
100%.
4v4.
Yeah.
Oh, I've run out.
Yes. It looks good. It does look good.
I think it looks nice. I do like that style, to be fair.
Any game you can play as Ghost Rider is a win for me.
Any game where you can win with Doom's gun. He has pistol. Pistol wins all.
Yes.
PC, PS5, the 6th.
Is it not coming out on Xbox?
Nope.
No, it's a Sony.
It's a Marvel job.
Yeah.
That was the Marvel talk before.
Of course, yeah. Owned by
Are these Sony
yeah.
Studio? I don't know if they are, but
no, but I think they're partnered with them.
Definitely a deal.
Sure.
Yeah. Because they made Fighter Z, didn't they? Dragon Ball.
That's Arc System Works.
Yes. Yeah, this is Arc System.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that came out on Xbox.
Yeah, fair. But there's definitely a deal with them.
I see.
Probably because Spider-Man's in it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's the kind of game that they'll just keep adding characters to.
I think so.
I think they've already
100%.
announced some packs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Pax Autocratica.
Wait.
Beast of Reincarnation.
I'm excited for this.
I can't believe this is coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's actually happening.
Yeah.
Action RPG, Curse Warrior, Mystical Dog.
From Game Freak.
My Game Freak was the big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't make this kind of thing, do they?
I am really interested to see how this comes out.
Yeah.
There's been a few
you think your dog
previews.
comes out of a ball?
Not without a lawsuit.
There's been a few previews and they've been pretty positive. It kind of does look a little bit. Yeah, it looks a little bit like what's it called? Clair Obscur, maybe mixed a little bit with new Final Fantasies.
I think it looked a bit like that. Do you remember Wild Hearts? It was like a Monster Hunter alike, but it's all like samurai.
Yeah, but this is aesthetically it does.
Yeah,
what you mean. But
it's
it
all
looks
about
quite
spirits
cool.
and stuff.
It's nice to see Game Freak doing something dark and completely out of their box.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree.
I mean, they were getting bad at the good stuff, so you know.
I'm really curious more so because I think some of the trailers it looked a bit rough around the edges.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're making something completely different.
Cool. To be fair, I said the same thing about Elden Ring when that was trailer, and I was like, that looks like last gen. But when you're playing it, you don't really care.
Very true.
And when does this come out?
PS5, PC, XS on the 4th.
Early on.
Also on Game Pass.
Day one.
So next month, there's 2 big games coming to Game Pass day one.
Nice.
Which to play?
Hell Let Loose Vietnam. 50v50 war game. Now, I spoke about it before, and I can't remember what I said about it because I can't remember if I said it was coming out or I said it sounds interesting. Yeah.
It's essentially like a Battlefield sort of.
Yeah.
There's already hell let loose.
I remember saying it's completely different with it being a different war.
It's not inside the other game.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, but they're also not stopping development of the other one. So it's not like a sequel. It's like a sidequel.
So I'm not 100% whether it was stalled or anything like that. However, I have a 13th of August for PS5, PC, X and S.
Cool. Nice.
And my last one is Big Walk, which caught my interest at the very end of what I was doing. It's the people behind the Untitled Goose Game, and you go on a big walk.
It's a proper friend slot game.
Yeah, friend slot puzzler. Love it.
Yeah. It looks good.
It's not linked to a midnight walk in any way.
No.
I do think we'll just fall out.
People have previewed it, and apparently, again, it's really good. It's got like
make or breaker.
Yeah. It's got thingy audio, where you need to be near each other to speak.
Yeah,
I think you're like
proximity.
You've got I can't really remember what the art style is, but it's almost like stick figure, but not stick figure. It's 3D.
Mecha Chameleon style.
No. You kind of like almost got bird heads. But no,
what's that thing?
I'm doing a very bad.
You look like Mr. Game & Watch, to be honest, but like in 3D.
Yeah. That's good.
But you got a little tiny little snout thing, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Let's say
Teamwork puzzler, happy days. PS5, PC, Switch 2 on the 4th.
Nice
one.
That is me. I'm done.
Well done. Shall we do the socials?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you can find us on all of the socials. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the usuals. We usually just post the new episode when they come out there. You can find us on YouTube, where all our episodes go in video format, as well as Ben doing his Retro Wednesday streams, which you missed last week for the football.
Yeah, it was the football.
But
we're going with it.
Yeah, why not? It wasn't your wife's birthday or anything.
Nope.
And then, that'll be every Wednesday at 8, I think. You got some exciting games coming up, I'm sure. And then
I have no idea.
You decided the night before.
Yep.
Then the main place to find us is Discord, where we've got our chat going, our friendly community, always talking in there, always having a good old time. Yeah, please tell a friend as well. I think that's what we always say. The more listeners we get,
tell a friend,
like the most powerful social media of all.
Yes,
definitely.
So, shall we move on to the Buried by Backlog?
Buried by Backlog.
So, this month was my choice, and I picked I usually pick smaller games for my backlog. Which we can usually get through. But this time I thought, no, I'm going to pick a bigger game because I'd already started it. God damn it.
You had a head start.
So you cheated.
So I picked Star Wars Outlaws, which came out in 2024. It's a Ubisoft game.
Oh, it's already 2 years old. Wow.
And it was developed by Massive Entertainment, who I think did Division.
Yeah, I think you're right.
What did you guys...
Well, I was massively entertained.
Good. That's what I like to hear. I hate picking games when everyone hates them.
I've enjoyed it. I have not quite finished it, unfortunately.
No, but you said you were near the end.
I think I'm on I'm recruiting the last person.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming there's a big chunk at the end.
Yeah. So. Ben?
It just didn't grab me. But there's a bit of a thing to it. I've never really been into Star Wars.
Well,
but I was interested. I was interested to see it as an offset of the main story. That was one of the reasons I was excited to see it. But no, it just didn't. Probably put about 6 hours in. It just couldn't. Every time I was forcing myself.
I think
no pun intended.
I think sometimes open world games can be like that because although you're not forced to do the side stuff, if you're not interested in doing any side stuff, then you're losing out on so much of the game.
I'm a room sweeper. Every room I go in, mine.
If you're not feeling compelled,
you had an entire creature to do that for you in this game.
Oh, it was the Nick show, wasn't it? Without a doubt,
it was. My top level thoughts then quickly. I did finish it. Again, I had a head start. I finished it probably about 3 weeks ago now, so I'm going to have to scratch the back of my brain for thoughts. But I really enjoyed it. I've been on podcasts like many times saying how I can be open world fatigued.
Yep.
I felt
You've been on other podcasts?
No, on this one, other episodes.
Oh, okay.
I've had open world fatigue before. I didn't get that with this.
No, it's a perfectly sized open world, I found.
Yes, yeah. I didn't feel compelled to do everything, but I felt compelled to do enough, and it was entertaining the stuff that I was doing. That it kept me going. Yeah, ultimately enjoyed it. So shall we talk about gameplay?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Which side of the gameplay?
First. So the gameplay is split into a few elements.
Style, control, damage, and aggression.
Yeah. I knew he was going to get that in somewhere. Craig Charles comes forth.
I'd probably say you've got your exploration, like your open world.
Yeah.
You've got your combat.
You got your stealth.
You got your stealth and combat probably together, and then you've got like your ship. Sort of like space combat. That's probably the 3 I would break it into, and then like your mini games and stuff. So we start with the open world design.
What a beautiful open world it is!
The nice looking game.
The game does look very nice.
Yeah, and the environments don't feel dead. Even Tatooine doesn't feel dead. And
I think some of the people open, like Tatooine's open areas are a bit samey.
They're true to life.
Yeah. I 100% get that. 100% get that.
Because it's quite impressive going through such an arid desert and then coming across Mos Eisley.
Yeah.
You know, being a massive like city, and then you can just explore it all.
And there's another town in the yeah.
So the way the game's sort of broken up, because it's important distinction that you start off on a planet that you don't get to really free roam.
No, Canto Bight from
Canto Bight.
Is it the one we don't talk about of the sequel trilogy?
And that which one? The last one? The eighth one? I don't remember.
The ninth, the eighth film.
Is it? But so the idea of Canto Bight is basically just like thrust the story. So we'll talk about that when it gets to the story. You then get dumped on Tashara, which is basically your starting open world.
Yeah.
You can
it's Red Dead Redemption in Star Wars.
Yeah, and I've heard people actually compare the game a little bit to Red Dead. It's obviously not in the same league as Red Dead, but I get the thingy. So you start off mainly on Tashara, where there's big open areas and there's smaller sort of settlements that you can go to. Once you've done Tashara, done the main mission there, you then go up into space, and then you've got multiple planets to explore. So you've got Tatooine, you've got
begins with a
K.
Yeah. It's not
Kashyyyk.
Rings a bell.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then the swampy one.
Dagobah?
No.
It looks a bit like Dagobah. No.
I can't remember what it's called.
But you've got basically 3 other planets. So you end up with like 4 planets, don't you, that you can sort of go between. You can fast travel, or you can go to your ship, take off. It is a loading screen, but it doesn't
stop the game.
Yes.
You can fly
which is an important
space.
Distinction to make if you're a Starfield fan.
You can fly around in space. You can hyperdrive to another planet. You can land. You can then walk around that planet. And
there's
then
even
you've got
like combat in space as well, isn't there?
And it's really fun.
Yeah, and then you've got some sort of like Imperial bases that you can visit and stuff. I think all the maps are great.
Yeah,
they're all different enough. They all bring their own thing to them.
There's one that doesn't really have a speeder area. Let's say it's just one town. It's the cold place.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So the other 3 are like open, where you've got these different settlements and you've got speeder places you can use your speeder between.
Yeah.
But the cold one, I want to say it's Kashara or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
No, that's Tashara. That's
that is.
Whichever the cold one is called.
Yeah.
Let's call it Hoth. That one you can't. You can still explore the town.
Yeah.
You can't go any further than that. Yeah, but I thought the worlds look great.
The worlds feel like to me, I saw some people talking about it online where they were saying they don't feel alive enough, like the people at there.
Really?
I know. I definitely disagree with that, because I go into these places and I feel like they're alive. Especially
they feel about alive as the towns in The Witcher to me.
Yeah, like there's a lot.
All the NPCs are talking about something.
When you get to the towns,
there's loads going on. So when I saw that, I was a bit confused if I was playing the same game. Now we have to. I think we should actually caveat as well that it's had a lot of updates since it first came out.
Yes. Okay, so it might be in a different state. Yeah.
I'd seen a lot of things like that I didn't find true in the game, but again, that might just be old information.
Yeah, that's fair. Funny you mentioned Starfield before, Joe. My top sort of like note about this game is it's like Starfield but good.
Yeah, this is what it should have been.
Literally, because they've not allowed scope creep to ruin every planet.
Yeah,
you go to
definitely
Starfield,
get you on the planet side. This is
every single planet you go to in Starfield, it's like one settlement if you're lucky, because a lot of them have nothing.
It might be blank,
and that's it. I like this having. Like Tashara, the first planet you sort of go to, there's two like big settlements you sort of move in between. You've got that indoor marketplace.
With like the gambling parlor.
Yeah. And your different sort of factions in there. And then you've got your other one that's more just like your outskirts settlement. But then
it's
you've
like
also
a spaceport,
Yeah. And it felt alive. It felt like you were on a planet. Yeah, it wasn't the size of a full planet, but it was big enough without being too big.
Yeah, you wouldn't want it to be a full planet.
You need tailored. It's a tailored experience, whereas Starfield is it's generated, isn't it? Basically,
it
doesn't feel tailored.
Yeah. But the only problem I then have with that, and it is the same problem I had with Starfield and other weirdly sci-fi games when they're open world, I get lost in them.
So lost every time. Like not so much the open areas, the open world areas.
There's a couple of open areas where I had to get up to a rock somewhere, and I was like, I don't know how to get there. I've been driving around it for ages. But it's the indoor places. You go up some stairs, you do all this, you find your place, and then you're like, how do I get back?
They are mazes.
They are just mazes.
This is where you need the Isaac Clarke palm map from
100%.
Dead Space. Every game needs that.
I don't agree with you. It's because it's sci-fi. The sort of architecture isn't.
It's alien.
Used to. It's alien, literally.
Yeah.
And maybe
so you have no idea what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even though it is like just stairs and walkways, I find in games that are made around real environments, I find it more intuitive to navigate. Whereas I didn't get that.
I will say it's the opposite in sort of mission zones, because everything you need to go towards seems to have a wet floor sign with a big A on it.
I get you.
So this is an interactive portion.
It's definitely
the climbing bits. It's like an arrow pointing up.
The climbing walls are often like the texture just doesn't look right for some reason. You're like, I can climb that then. Okay.
Which I preferred that rather than having the yellow paint.
Yeah, there is still yellow paint.
There is some yellow paint, but it's in universe flavored.
Yeah, usually that A on the floor
is climbing thing
is an arrow. And then it makes you look up to see a swing, let's say. A grappling hook.
Which did have great physics, I thought.
I like the grappling hook. I know Jake didn't.
It's already said to Brad, I didn't like it because it didn't work.
I had the didn't work thing.
Really?
I thought it was me, if I'm honest.
It's not so much that it didn't work. It's you run it. So I had a really cool moment, let's say, where I was in an Imperial base and I'd done the mission. And I was running away from them and trying to get out. So I tried to get out the way I came in for a grapple, a grappling hook section and swinging across. And as I was running up to it, I'm looking at it. It says there's a grappling thing there, but you have to wait until it says like press the right stick in before you can start. And it just would not come up for me. And I had that a lot with the grappling hook.
That's weird.
It just wouldn't flash up for me. So I was basically getting shot in the back as I'm running around in circles trying to get this thing.
I only had that problem when there was a ladder nearby. If there was another ladder to climb, they would choose to go down the ladder instead.
Right.
Of going on the swing.
Yeah.
It was more about being on it for me and actually making the jump, because I'd get on it and just fall off. Because I might double click it or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're talking then about escaping an Imperial base. It sounds like you're being shot at.
Yeah.
How did we find combat?
I enjoyed it.
Great. Yeah. If you use Nyx to his full potential, combat's really fun.
The stealth side.
No, even in combat, you can use him to like do takedowns on enemies you're not aiming at.
Yeah,
it distracts them from being like targets for you.
I've not played Division 2, but I'd imagine like Nyx probably plays like maybe like having a drone in that game that you can send off to do stuff, and I could imagine that being used in another third-person shooter.
For people who haven't played it, Nyx is your little pet lizard guy.
Is the Disney little cute thing they add in?
Yes,
because they do it in every Star Wars film.
He was the best part of the game.
Because
he was.
Great.
Yeah,
I love Nyx.
He's a land axolotl.
He is great in that way. I mean, you can unlock different skills for him. Like I had one where he could trigger people's grenades.
I've just unlocked that.
The only problem with stuff like that, and I'm not trying to insinuate that it would be a stealthy approach to blow someone's grenade up, but if you do it when you're in stealth, they know exactly where you are.
Well, that's because they follow Nyx back to you.
Well, no, because they blow up, and as soon as it blows up, everyone else starts.
Oh, yeah, I did have that where I got him to set off some sort of canister, and then they came to me rather than the explosion.
Exactly, and that can be a bit frustrating. But other than that, the actual combat, it's simple. You know, you're not doing a load of different things. You got your normal shooting. You don't run out of bullets. You just have to do like
active reload.
Active reload. Your weapon has a few modes, so it has like normal mode, stun mode, and like
blast,
heavy charge mode.
Yeah, and you can get rapid fire as well.
Yeah, each version of those modes has different setups. So you can have rapid fire orders. I think each one has 3.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
but so you can change things up a little bit. Then there's also weapons that the enemies drop.
Yeah, so once they've run out of ammo, they just die. You can't keep them.
Yeah, and some of them are really cool.
I think there is a perk where it runs out and you can throw it.
That's cool. I don't think I got that.
As one of the masteries.
I do like that because like ragtag style of like very Star Wars smuggler, where you're picking up like the weapons from the ground and kind of just using what you can.
There's plenty of them to go around as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's like it reminds me a bit of Uncharted in that way. It's not as good as that.
Yep.
But it doesn't need to be, you know.
No.
It's good enough. So what about stealth?
I liked it. I didn't. It's one of them games where I've not been spotted and go, I need to reset this section, because there's always a way out of it.
Yeah,
It's not like I can only stealth this.
Yeah.
Again, this is another thing from like playing it now to when it first came out. Apparently, when it first came out, people were having problems with getting caught, and it'd end the mission.
It was instant fail.
Oh, really?
Now,
insta fail.
I haven't found that at all so far.
No.
So there are sometimes if you get arrested.
Oh, I've been arrested before.
Yeah, and that instant fails you.
This was after a mission I'd gained heat from the Imperials.
Yeah.
And they arrested me when I got back to the gambling parlour. Because I parked up a speeder bike and they were all there. No, but it just resets you exactly where you are when the Imperials disappeared. There's no downside.
And you lose money.
I've managed to escape every time, and no one's ever come after me.
Yeah, you do.
And you've got to get to the guy who can delete your heat.
Well, I'm not even having to do that. I'm just...
There was a part in Tatooine where I went into a building I wasn't supposed to go in, and when I came out, I just got arrested.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Immediately.
So I don't feel like I'm keeping the heat at all when I'm traveling.
Well, you have to have had the alarm be pulled for it to happen. Because then they put out calls to like other like shuttles to land and come find you. I've had death squads on me as well.
Yeah,
like death trooper squads. It was on the mission where you have to get the woman who gives you the slicer upgrade. That's where I got the heat.
I haven't had any of that.
And it never disappeared from me. Like as I went out of the zone, but the people just kept on coming. It was quite like invigorating.
The few things that you can hack that can drop it as well.
Yeah,
but,
and you can go over and sabotage them yourself or get Nyx to do it as well.
But the actual stealth, again, it's very simple and it's not challenging. But
they don't have wide view areas either, the people. You can walk to someone's 90 degree and you don't see you.
Yeah. You can even run with one of the abilities. Like
So
it's easy. It's very easy.
It's not non-fun easy.
No, it's good. Yeah, I enjoy it.
I didn't like the animation jumps it did. So if I was to grab somebody and put them, which is overpowered in my opinion, it would sort of snap on, and that would mean me snapping across the floor. If you see what I mean, to get into the animation. It just didn't quite sync up all the time. I should have just missed. Maybe the box was too big. If you see what I mean.
Speaking of the takedown animations, I liked that a lot of them are contextual as well. Like, if you take down a stormtrooper and like they're next to a wall, you will slam their head into the wall and then pull them behind the door. Which I really
got a strong fist.
I was just going to say, I like some of the animations, but some of the other ones I found so unbelievable that they did make me like giggle at it.
Yeah.
There's a like where you
just
punch a
walk up to him
stormtrooper.
she'd just like pull her arm just across and hit him in the face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that shouldn't take
got a helmet on.
Yeah.
I mean, stormtrooper uniforms are notoriously uncomfortable. Maybe they just want to be out for a few seconds.
Maybe. But the ones with Nyx, where like Nyx will pull down the arm and then she'll uppercut him.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But some of them, I'm just like, really? So, and then you can't drag the people anywhere as well. They just kind of
that was missing. You need to move them outside.
It's not that intense of a stealth game. You know what I mean?
It isn't.
One thing I would throw in with stealth is the two sort of hacking mini games.
Oh, I love those.
Quite cool.
I love them.
I like those.
So there's two. There's one slicing where you're usually trying to get into like a door or something like that.
Yeah.
And you get your little tool, and it's like a time-based thing, so it'll like light up.
The rhythm game.
Yeah, it's a rhythm game.
That's not slicing. That's like your data rod or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like click, 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 click.
Yeah, I
and
like
you'll
those.
have to hit the time in. But if you miss, it's weird. Like if you miss click one, it'll carry on the sequence and it just loops constantly.
Yeah, you got to catch up.
Yeah, so you got to catch up. But it took me ages to figure out what I was doing wrong.
Also,
I did it straight away. I don't know why my brain just did it.
With the PlayStation 5 controller, it does the haptic feedback.
And it's really nice.
Nice.
It feels good.
Yeah.
And then the other hacking game.
That is slicing.
Yeah, that's slicing.
Wordle.
That's when you're hacking a terminal. It's Wordle.
Yeah.
But Wordle with power-ups.
Yeah.
But I found it really cool and intense because you're trying to get it before it would like throw you out.
And even you can still get it below the line, but it increases the likelihood you'll be spotted or they'll know where you are.
Yeah,
once you've done it.
Might not get.
I think it triggers an alarm, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you can keep going.
Yeah, and I very rarely did that because of the power-ups as well.
Yeah, and you could just back out and go back in.
Yeah.
And
But they were fun. Like there's games where you have these sort of mini games and I get sick of them.
Yeah.
But I never seem to get sick of these.
They're spaced out far enough where it's not like the core gameplay that you're doing, which I am a fan of. I also like that the devices you do it with, they are like, well, at least the slicing one, it has battery power. So you can only use your power-ups when you've got the battery power.
Yes.
So you can't just keep using your power-ups over and over again. No, it doesn't.
Does it not?
No, I think it comes back after time because I've gone back into it and not had any power left to do the power-ups after nearly failing.
Yeah. Well, I generally didn't know it's that.
Yeah.
What about space combat?
Oh,
so when you're not on the ground, you're flying. You're flying in space.
It's very Ace Combat to me, actually.
Yeah.
The way you can lock on, but you still have to drive.
And it almost locks on to where they're going as well.
Yeah.
You also have to shoot ahead. It comes up with a little icon to shoot.
When you go into chase mode, that's the bit it locks onto.
Yeah.
The bit in front. Yeah.
And I think, like with the rest of the package, it's pretty simple. It's serviceable.
I agree.
It could be more, but it does what it does well enough that it still is engaging.
I think in terms of all the combat, it is all engaging.
Yeah.
But I think you've hit the nail on the head there with it's all simple. It's not doing anything the best that anything's ever been done.
No.
But it is also fun.
But it all combines into a smooth package.
It does. And I think that's the thing. If any of these if it was just a game about either of or any of those elements, then I think it would have fallen short. But because it's got all of those elements, none of them outstay the welcome.
And there are games of all those aspects already. Like if you want a space fighter, you've got the one where you're a TIE fighter pilot.
But the scenarios it puts you in,
Jedi Fallen Order,
that first time you go to the ice planet, that scenario it puts you in where you're in space with like the big shards of ice and the
mist
smoke,
as well,
the mist clouds, and you
can like fly in the mist. Yeah, that is
cool scenarios that are engaging to play.
Yeah,
which I think helps. One thing that I want to talk about that's tied to gameplay is how you unlock new abilities.
Yes, I like this.
So where we talked about games being, this game not doing anything new or innovative, I think this is one of its best-selling features. So when you're playing the game, the aim of the game is you're recruiting these different people to your cause for this heist. But other than those people, there's other sort of important characters you're sort of meeting along the way.
They're like tutors, aren't they?
Kind of like tutors, yeah. So like the heavy weapons specialist, for example. And you meet them in the world on the quest, and you do a mission for them. and then they sort of appear on this screen. I think there's 8 tiles.
Yeah.
And when you've unlocked these characters, let's say the heavy weapon specialist, you click on them and there's 5 or 6 new abilities you can unlock, but you don't just put points into them. There'll be a challenge you have to do to unlock that skill. And some of the challenges are pretty hard. They're usually based around that sort of thing. So heavy weapons, it might be like use heavy weapons to kill,
or blow people up with grenades,
or blow people up with grenades, or use nicks to do this so many times, and you unlock an ability for nicks and all that. And I think it's a really interesting and engaging way of getting you to try things you wouldn't otherwise try. Similar to like what I was saying with Bulletstorm. You've got your list of challenges to do. And in that game, you just got points, but in this game, you get new abilities. So every time you unlock a new ability, there's almost a story attached to it.
Yeah. And if there's something that's like you're not too bothered about, you don't want to go out of your way to do,
just ignore it.
It's not gameplay breaking to not have.
Because all these people, like you start learning these things off. I think only a few of them are necessary to forward the main quest.
Yeah.
A lot of them you just basically hear about.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like almost grayed out in your little menu.
Yeah.
And you
don't have to even engage with the person. Yeah.
You've heard about the scavenger or the shipsmith or something. Yeah. And if you want to unlock their abilities, you have to go do that quest for them, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. There's one for like your speeder.
Yeah, you got to do a 60-meter jump.
I feel like
then you unlock a jump.
It gets you your jump. Yeah. Otherwise, you can't jump, which I think you do need.
It's not really required. You get your boost later, which covers most of that.
Yeah, but there's certain areas I think you need the jump to access. To unlock.
Okay.
Well, you definitely need the boost. So for that one, you do need the boost to continue the story.
Yeah.
But it'll kind of like the main quest will be like, well, go find a speeder.
Yeah. But none of the challenges are that hard. Sometimes it might take a little bit to put into.
Yeah.
But like they're never usually that hard. So you don't ever feel like you're being put off from
I think that's what gets you to do. I think without that, it would make the core gameplay get a bit boring. I think because you're like trying to do these other things, it does become more interesting.
Yeah.
And sometimes those quests will be like, you need a specific part to get this upgrade.
Yeah.
And you'll have to find it on the map.
Yeah, it'll be key intel. So the way your log of activities is handled, very sort of Ubisoft, you've got a lot of stuff you can do, but it's identified as like story missions, key intel for like key important parts, something like that. You'll have faction quests, but it's quite clearly laid out, so you're not like just going through a whole list of
and I like they did it this way instead of map bloat or mini map like crowding.
I see what you mean.
Right, so you have to go into your journal to find the thing you want to do, rather than be like, I've got 15 objectives in this area to clear up.
Yeah. The only other thing I want to talk about for gameplay for me, which is another type of ability you can unlock, the eating mini games with Nicks.
Oh, I found them so hard at first.
Yeah. I loved him.
The timing is not rhythmic in the slightest.
No, it's not. Basically, every planet has a little booth you can go to in Nicks, and you can eat a meal, tasty meal. When you do it, Nicks unlocks a new ability. So that's where I got my grenade, where you can blow grenades up.
No, that's kickback grenades. I was
playing the Tashara one.
Yeah. I got them all.
But you can only have one of them active at a time, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's like a 5-minute QTE.
It does go on a bit.
It does. But I found the QTE, some of the button presses and what you'd have to do, I've not done in a QTE before.
No.
Like some of them were quite interesting. Yeah. Some of them were quite interesting. But I thought they were so cute. The animations. There was a nice like bonding experience between me and Nick.
I agree.
Like the spicy one.
It was very cute and character like. I suppose you got to see a bit of the characters that you don't normally see. But I think they were a bit long.
The first one's only going to be 4 of them.
The first one, the first one specifically, I was like, oh my God, this is like 10 minutes.
When you think it's finished, it does another round.
I really enjoyed what the food looked like though, and he had like interesting.
It was sweet corn and cheese.
One of them
was like popping
cheese
and
soup.
One of them was it, but like some of the others, it'd be like a fondue fountain thing. There's all sorts going on. I just thought they were presented really well.
There was one I've just done with loads of flies that fly out of it.
Yes.
Damn.
It was good fun.
I want to talk about Sabak as well, which is the card game.
Yes.
I know before we started recording that, Joe, you didn't like it.
Yeah.
No, it's not that I didn't like it. It's that I didn't like there was a main quest tied to it.
Okay, right. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But there's only like one.
Yeah.
I think
it's a whole main line. Like main line. You got to do 4.
No, you don't.
No, you don't have to do it.
It came up as a yellow quest for me, which I thought was the main one.
Yeah, no.
It automatically moved on to that. So I thought, I've got to beat Bosnock before I can do more of the story.
No, I think that's a side thing, yeah.
I only played 2 games of Sabak. The one it makes you play at the beginning and the one it makes you play to get one of the characters.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I've loved it. Like
I
enjoyed
it.
Every time there's been like a main, on each planet, there's usually like a high stakes game that you can play.
Yeah.
I'm just kicking everyone's ass though. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky. I'm getting like Sabak. I'm not even using the cheats.
They're not cheats if it lets you do it.
Sabak every time.
They're called cheats.
Yeah, you can get.
Everyone has them.
No, Nix. He goes and spies on the.
I've not used him before.
There's 2 different types. So there's everybody gets power ups, including the other
taxes.
Yeah.
But then you can cheat with Nix as well by sending him to look at cards.
I just thought it went on a little bit, and I know you could fast forward, but it's still
good.
It's still quite.
The fast forward was very fast.
Yeah, but it doesn't make the rounds any faster.
No, so
it just speeds up the animation.
If you start a round with 1-1, you can't lose.
Yeah,
no, you've won. But you got to sit through it all.
Well, you go around.
Yeah, but there are.
They can power up and take your cards.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed Sabak. Well, not enough to like keep going back to it.
I think if there was a physical card game of it, I'd buy it.
Yeah,
but you need the robot really to like deal out for you.
Yeah,
and collect it all in at the end.
You can do it without a robot.
Yeah,
surely. But yeah, so I think gameplay wise, I think we've pretty much nailed everything. Because it's an open world game, I think there is a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So it has taken us a bit longer.
Sabak isn't the only game. There's loads of arcade games as well.
There is, yeah.
There's like there's 3 arcade games that I've found. And they're all pretty good.
There's the betting on horses, which you can just bet on, or you can find intel in the world.
Yeah, you get data pads. Yeah.
You find the intel that might tell you who's going to win. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, well, that's what I did right at the beginning. I just bet right at the very first mission where it says you've got to go and get enough money to move on.
Oh, yeah.
I just went and gambled it all the way and went, crap.
I just stole it from everyone.
How do I get money now?
I won my first game.
I've
not won one yet on the horse races.
I basically looked at the list. I saw there was one guy who was like, we've won loads, but there was another guy who was like almost up and coming, and I went, he's won.
Yeah.
He's winning. And then he won. So.
I think I've done it like 3 times. I won the first one, but then the other 2 I found intel that told me.
So did you guys give the calamari money?
Calamari.
On Tashara, there's a guy who he says, I'm down on my luck. Will you just give me some credits and I'll make a bet for you?
No,
and then I'll give you half the proceeds. I gave him 500 credits, and he pays you back. He's good.
Is he?
I think you can only do it once, but he's good. You can either give him 100 or 500.
I do like those little things like that.
It's not hard to get money
in the open world where you can just talk to random people.
Yeah,
it's not even like a quest necessarily.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll go to like a junk merchant as well because you need some like parts to unlock like body armor or something as one of your skills. And then you come out of the shop thing and they'll be harassed by stormtroopers. And then you can like pay them credits to go away or like help them out. Yeah, go find his shipment or whatever.
I've seen things like that.
Yeah.
What about the story then? We'll move on to the story.
Well, I've only got up to like starting the finding the people for the heist.
Yes.
So I've got to the part where you find the guy who's the heavy weapons specialist.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're about halfway through that.
So, as I sort of alluded to before, you start off on Canto Bight and you're doing a heist against this. You don't really know too much about him. But
he's a mob boss. Yeah, he's bigger than all the mobs.
Break into his compound. You're helping a team out. Break into this guy's compound thinking you're getting loads of money. When you get there, you've been lied to. It's not money. You're basically with rebels and they're breaking out their friend.
Yeah.
And then you get thrown under the bus and basically get like arrested. Not arrested because there's a mob boss, but
you have to go underground. Yeah.
You then escape and you steal this guy's what's he called?
The Trailblazer.
Trailblazer.
So you steal his ship, the Trailblazer. I can't remember what the guy's called now. Baron Zesh?
Zarek Besh.
Zarek Besh.
Yeah.
That's what the mafia is called.
That's the cartel, isn't it? And he's called... Can't remember now. But anyway, you steal his Trailblazer and you escape. And then he puts a death mark on you.
Yeah. Which every time you see a TV screen, it's got your face on it. I love it.
Yeah, that's cool. So
I'm
basically, you're
surprised
being
nobody's
hunted.
picked it up on it though.
Yeah.
You're being hunted by bounty hunters, basically. And there's one who sort of recurs through the game.
Yeah.
While you're on the run anyway, you get approached by another guy. I can't remember his name.
Jalen.
He's Jalen, yeah. And he says he's recruiting you for a heist again on the same guy.
I'm putting a team together.
So basically,
you're the only person who's ever broken in.
Yeah.
He wants you to put this team together. He's got a bunch of people he wants on the team, but you can, not you as a player, you don't get to pick, but like your character knows a few people. So you're putting this team together to eventually final mission complete.
So that's the first kind of area. Once you finish the first area is when this story starts.
Yes, and you get ND5. So
I love this guy.
ND5 is a really cool droid.
He's like a super droid from the Clone Wars.
So,
and he's gifted to you essentially. Not gifted to you, but he's like watching
making
you
sure
back,
you don't die.
Also making sure you don't sort of like stab Jalen in the back.
Yeah. I've enjoyed it so far. Now I haven't finished it.
We won't talk about. Yeah.
I didn't love the start.
No.
I think it was a bit of a weird
It did seem a little bit aimless, didn't it, at the beginning?
Yeah, and I feel like it could have been better if they'd introduced the heist bit earlier.
I like that they let you play around with the mafia system, like the family system. I like that.
Yeah. So it kind of throws you in there, doesn't it? Where you've got originally got 3 factions.
Yeah, you got the Pikes, you got Crimson Dawn, you got the Hutts.
Yes, and then when you go to the second planet, the ice planet, you get the Ashira.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who's another faction that you can help out. But basically, throughout the main quest, but then also the faction quests and other side quests and stuff in general, you can earn faction points.
Yeah.
And basically, you're always betraying someone. So you'll be really good with the Crimson Dawn, but terrible with the Pikes, for example.
Yeah, I went with Crimson Dawn first.
Me too.
I don't like the Pikes.
But what I really liked about it is it sways a lot. So you do one mission for the Pikes, it can really sway in your favor. But it means, like, at one point I was like super favorable with the Crimson Dawn, but then a few missions later, I didn't like what they were doing, and I was like super negative with them.
But you can only get the top perks if you get like full favor with them.
And that affects things like when you're not allowed into their areas, so you have to sneak in if you ever do need to go in, or they'll shoot you on sight.
I do find it interesting, like, because I really like this mechanic too. But my one like drawback for it is once you so it can go back and forth a lot. So you can be like in the good books with the Pikes, and then you can walk into the Pike area. But then like a couple of missions later, you're in the bad books with the Pikes, so you can't go into their area. But then you could be in their good graces again later on. Now, if I was a mob boss, I would not be letting them back in, even if I was.
It's also interesting to note that there's certain areas within their faction place that you still can't go in, even if you're in good graces with them.
Yeah, you have to be in full favor.
Sometimes there's vaults in them as well. Like,
I love getting into the Crimson Dawn one. That was fun.
Yeah.
How did you find it, Ben? Because if you've only done 6 hours,
so
you'll have only seen that start of the story.
I didn't get to the heist. I didn't get off the second planet.
The first.
So you did the intro.
First open world planet.
You never got your ship.
You got the ship.
No, I mean actually get to use it.
No, I didn't get to use it. No,
because it's broken at first.
I got to all of the gangs explaining what that was. And I was in the middle of a mission, and I just sort of went, still
not feeling it.
It's not doing it.
I think I sort of agree with Jake in the sense that it can be. I enjoyed the intro, the very intro. Maybe the first planet that you land on properly, it was a little bit slow because you're just trying to get your shit,
your
back
bearings, and
you're getting your bearings. Once you get introduced to ND5 and Jalen, you get your ship. Then you start going to these other planets, and you can do it in any order. And you're basically going to a planet to recruit a person. Each place has one person, and then there's like a self-contained story there.
Which is quite interesting.
With the rest of it, and they were fun meeting all the new people. There's some interesting twists and turns with some of them, but every time you're doing it, there is some sort of overlap with like one of the factions. So one of them, I think on the Ice Planet, the person you're trying to find has been captured by Can't remember who.
Is
but then I don't think it is the Ashira have captured them. Maybe it's the Imperial.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think the Imperials have, but then you work with the Ashira to get them out, but then you owe them a favor, and it's all that sort of thing. There's a lot of this sort of interlinking between the mob, the cartels and the Imperials.
It's
and
like Tatooine's all hut stuff.
Yeah. Every cartel has their big areas that they're sort of like overseeing. But then in typical Star Wars fashion, the Rebels and stuff does come into it a bit, but it's not like a typical Star Wars story. Where
I do like that they've taken a backseat to the rebellion.
Yes. Yeah.
It's good.
It's actually
they are there, but it's not like that prominent.
It's set in between 5 and 6, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically because when you go to Jabba's palace, there is a certain person frozen in carbonite.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Of course there is. Yeah. I did see that. Yeah.
Is that not a DLC mission then? You can do Jabba stuff without the DLC?
There is still Jabba stuff.
It's part of the main quest.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. It's just the Jabba DLC missions were specific.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I'm the only one who's finished it. I enjoyed it. Getting the full team together, pulling off the highs, doing all that stuff. It was fun. I did enjoy it.
Shall we get on to final recommendations then? If this is your little mini review,
who wants to start? And I want to know from you both, Jake and Joe. I know the answer from you, Ben. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you think you will finish it?
I'm going to go one further than finishing it. I went and bought it physically.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you did enjoy it. Yeah.
I have enjoyed it so much. Yeah. It gave me the itch that playing Red Dead Redemption did, but I know it's not going to take me 60 hours to get through it.
Yes. Yeah, it's not that long.
Yeah, the worlds feel great. The first time I landed on Tatooine and I saw the desert, it really just reminded me of the start of episode 4 when you see Luke go up onto that rock and look at the twin suns. I'm like, this is Star Wars. There's no other game that's done that so far. Even Jedi Fallen Order didn't get that feeling.
Well, they did say when it came out, this is the first Star Wars open world game. Now, Jedi Fallen Order is, but it doesn't feel the same. No, Jedi Fallen Order feels like a FromSoft type open, not so much like Elder
like Dark
the
Souls.
Other games where they're kind of open, but they're not really.
They're more mazes.
Yeah, this is an open world.
And like just it's like landing on the planet, getting in your speeder and just zooming off into the horizon. It just feels so good.
And I think playing it is what really drove that home, because I'd seen them say about it being the first open world Star Wars game, but I think until I played it, I didn't get it.
Yeah. I think this is what I wanted from that game that never came out and was cancelled. Things like Star Wars 1313, where you were going to be a bounty hunter. Like, there's not bounties in this, but there is contracts to do for the mafia families. It works kind of like the same way.
Yeah.
I would quite like if they made a sequel or something in the same world with the same map, even on different maps, but you could play as a bounty hunter with a jetpack and better gameplay. But
yeah. Speaking of, you do need a jetpack for some of the bits because it's really hard to discern what you can climb and what you can't. There's only one climbable wall, but sometimes all the surfaces are slippy as ice for some reason.
Yeah. I don't think it's, I agree.
Just like random rocks you just can't walk on because it's like, whoa, I've fallen to the bottom.
Yeah. To answer your question on my end, I'm invested enough in the story to finish it. Like, I will want to finish it.
So Joe, you would recommend?
Oh, 100%. I've been telling everyone at work that it's a great game.
Good.
I'm saying you need to check it out if you like being a cool badass with a little blaster and a little pet. Go get this.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. All right, Ben, let's come to you next.
I wouldn't recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend it to the people that are like me and just are not into the world. I don't follow the Star Wars. I don't. Yeah. It's not enough to bridge the gap.
I agree.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't recommend it to people who don't like Star Wars?
I'm sure it fits in better. Just listening to you guys talk about it fits in better with the fact that you guys are into it. I think it's never got me.
It doesn't do anything better than many other open world games that you could be playing.
Yeah.
It does have that. It doesn't feel like a full price game feel to me while I'm playing it.
Oh, you think?
I don't agree with that.
I think it looks pretty.
Yeah.
But I think the gameplay itself, there's something lacking there, and that kind of was one of the tipping points for me for it not to continue. Because to put the work in to recognize what a chip is and a key and to do that. It was just a bit out of the box for me, so I was a bit
okay. I
just not doing it.
I think there's enough.
In case you're wondering, I did buy it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be more up your street if there was some base building in there?
Maybe, but I think it's just too foreign.
Okay, yeah.
If you see what I mean. So
it's an alien design language.
It's not pulling me into it because of how removed from what I know about Star Wars I don't,
definitely does a lot of the heavy lifting, because a lot of that wonder that I know I felt, it sounds like Jake and Joe did too, is from seeing this Star Wars world realize in a fully explorable open space.
I've watched the films, but only once. Yeah, and I was young.
Nice.
So it's just not. They never did it for me.
I rewatch them all every few years,
periodically.
I wonder if it would be similar for just the Lord of the Rings game, Shadow of War and Mordor. If you weren't into Lord of the Rings, would they have a similar? Because they're not fantastic games.
I like Lord of the Rings, but that might be worth see whether it's similar.
Yeah.
But I've not watched them endlessly, and I couldn't tell you what language it is, and
But what about you then, Jake?
I'd definitely recommend it, especially now. And I think it's important to preface that, when it first came out, it got a lot of the same game. It got a lot of flack.
We all made fun of it on here.
Yeah. And it's still a bit rough around the edges in places, but it's really smooth now. Mostly, it plays really well.
Yeah.
I had the occasional glitch, but nothing major.
Oh, I did fall through the floor once.
I think I had a few enemies get stuck in rocks, especially on the speeders. The speeder itself is fun to ride around in, but the combat for the speeder is a bit crap. Anyway, so I think it was important to preface that, when it first came out, it wasn't maybe as up to snuff as it is now. But I feel like I never played it then to know the difference.
And now you're recommending it for now. If anyone picks it up now, it's the same.
If your only knowledge of it was back when it first came out, and
where you could hide in the bush and they'd lose you.
Yeah,
on the long grass, wasn't it?
And it was and it's your opinion of it's a bit charred by that. Don't let that sway you from playing it now, because it has improved a lot. Yeah. I don't see a lot of the negative stuff that people say about it online. I haven't seen it all.
No.
But at the same breath, I found it really enjoyable, but I do think it's quite basic as well. I would probably, if I was to rate it so far, but I haven't finished it, it might change. I would say it's a fantastic 7 out of 10 game.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
I'm with you there.
Yeah, I'd probably go a bit higher personally.
7.5.
Yeah, maybe an 8. But I get it. It's not a perfect game. Yeah. It's not a perfect game.
It's a very competent game.
I think for me, because it doesn't do anything bad.
Yeah.
Everything is very competent and good.
Yeah.
I think it coalesces nicely.
I think we've been spoiled a lot with it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think it does all its missions really well, and its set pieces quite well.
Yeah.
I'm not as invested as doing everything on the map.
No.
I will I'll try and get the ability missions done. I'll do Sabbat because I really like that. And I'll do the main missions, and that's it. I think I don't have the buzz to do 100%, let's say, or explore that much. But it is a really fun game. And if you're a Star Wars fan, I think it's a good play, 100%. Yeah. So I would recommend it.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, for me, it's pretty much the same. I mean, you've heard what I said. I picked it before it was my backlog game. I just planned on playing it anyway. It just felt like a good time. But because I was halfway through it when it was my turn to pick, I thought it made sense to just pick.
Definitely. I'm glad you did, because I would have played it otherwise.
Yeah. I think I've got what Jake had with me when I picked Tunic.
Yeah.
For this. Because I wouldn't have gone and played it until it was suggested here.
Yes.
But now I bloody love it.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
It kind of makes me want to play Massive's other open world game, which was the Avatar game.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'd like to play that too.
Team. Now, will I have the same problem Ben has? Because I'm really not that invested in Avatar.
Yeah.
And will I just not connect with it because of that reason? Maybe. But
it's a bit goofy for me, I think.
Yeah.
Avatar.
But I would be interested to give it a go now.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think that's on every service as well.
You do mean the blue people Avatar as well, not the airbending people.
Frontiers Tomorrow, so I think it's called. Avatar Frontiers of Tomorrow, something like
Yeah,
that.
Something like that, yeah.
So I'd be interested in playing that because of this. Now, Star Wars is far more my IP than Avatar is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah, really enjoyed it. Glad I finally got around to playing it because I have been wanting to for a while. And I was definitely trepidatious going in because it's an open world game, thinking, is it going to hold me? But it did till the end.
The thing is, you don't have to do all that extra stuff to make, and it's enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely agreed.
So what is the next game?
So the next game was a community game.
Oh, the voted one.
It was a voted one. So we do 2 community games where we alternate. We do one where it's voted for by the community and one where it's spin the wheel. But all these games are forwarded to us by community members, and that's
how much they want to punish us.
Yeah.
If you want to add a game,
just add a game, message us on anything.
Messages,
yeah, definitely. And if you have already had a game picked, you can put a new game on the list. We don't like to have 2 from the same person at the same time, but when we pick your game, give us another one. So this month's game is chosen by Sean, and it's the original Metal Gear Solid.
Can't wait to fire up the PS Vita.
No, I don't know how I'm going to play.
Been on there a good couple of years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Whether or not it's the very original version that I can get hold of, I don't know. We will see.
Emulates pretty well.
There is a online version of it you can play in browser.
I'll find a version somehow.
One of the questions is emulating it wise. So last time I played it, it's a PS1 game. I played it on a PS3 with a PS5 controller, and it was my best day ever.
Wow!
And
cross-generational.
One of the questions is the Mantis fight.
Yeah.
How can you do the Mantis fight on an emulator? Because you have to plug the controller into a second port so that he can't read your mind.
Maybe that's as far as we'll get.
Very true.
Maybe. We'll see. Tune in next time. Well, time after next time. We'll find out. But yeah, we've been Gaming Garnish anyway.
Thanks for listening.
And yeah, till next time.